Hello, everybody. I knew I forgot something. Hold on a second. I ate something cold before stream. My face isn't thawed yet. Give me a second, please. This is just let me drink some tea. Maybe this will thaw my my face. No, apparently not. Ah. Could not. YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. What you doing? I don't know why it recently has a few issues with connecting. Actually, I forgot to test it beforehand. Try to reconnect. Yes. And I'll be with you guys momentarily. Ah, now my face has thawed. I don't know what's up sometimes. It's weird. It is very weird. So. Alrighty. How is everybody? It's been a while since we had a bit time for ourselves without having like some special event going on. Since last week I only had collabs and the themed weekend. How is everybody? Wait, did I know? That. Well, did you have those kind of issues too by coincidence, Silver? Hello, by the way. Oh boy. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well, and I'm doing so well. I even closed my my app on my iPhone. So well I am. No, I'm doing fantastic. Very chill week so far, and I'm quite glad I finally get to play a non-special thing. I mean, every stream is special with all of you around, of course, but I meant no collab today, no special. Thank you for the caddies, Pamela. And thank you for the honk. Unfortunately, one thing is not as great, and it is the book throwing redeem doesn't work anymore, and I haven't gotten around to fixing it yet. It was also already noticeable on the weekend when people tried it and it didn't work. And it seems like the plugin, which is called Trashy, doesn't work anymore since the last update from VTube Studio. Problem being is, the plugin wasn't updated for over 4 years. So I probably need to find a new plugin, because it seems like the author of the plugin isn't really active anymore. I will look around. I could try using TITS, but it is, I think, rather expensive. Maybe if I don't find any other way, I will probably get that, if nothing else. But it will return. It just takes a little bit of time, unfortunately. But all the other redeems should work fine. TITS is really good. The only downside is that, yeah, that's the main thing why I didn't want to get it in the first place. Because for me, at least of right now, paying $15, or also 15 euros in my case, for a plugin for one redeem just doesn't seem worth it, really. I mean, I could probably add more plugins if you guys want to throw more different stuff at me. but I don't like to have like just 5 different throwing emotes redeems. Seems a bit meh. And the trashy add-in for add-on for VTube Studio worked very well. This was something you can get on GitHub because it was free. And since I only use it for one redeem, it seems to be way more worth it. Yeah, exactly. So I need to scour the interwebs a little bit to find a new thing. I really want it back, especially since it's so popular. It's probably my most popular redeem. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's like getting a milkshake machine for your kitchen. It's a one-use thing that keeps up space. I mean, I like milkshakes a lot. Problem being is they're extremely calorie intense. I do remember one summer where I was on quite of a milkshake hype, and I put on a few kilos. Not gonna lie, I put on a few kilos back then. I lost them again, so not biggie, but you know, still, it's just too darn delicious. It's really shit this case. So in the meantime, wait, let me check real quick. Where do I have it? There it is, Tavern Talk. It's been a while since I started it. Oh, of course, it's having an update. Why not? Okay, it's already done. So let me stop the music and switch over immediately. The nice thing about this game anyway is anyway that we have quite a lot of opportunity to just chat while we're playing it. So 9th of September. It was almost 10th of September. No, 9th. Is it 9th or 10th? I don't know if this is like... If this is like the second... If the first digit is the month or... No, it cannot be the month. The first digit cannot be the month. Because... This is the future. This would be the future. No, it's okay. It's the 10th of September. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Interlude, 13th of the Astral Moon. Let's start the day. I've no idea what happened the last time. It's been a month almost, so. Oh, wait, I know those guys! Wait, I know those guys! Those are from Monster Prom! What are they doing here? What? Those are the guys from Monster Prom, aren't they? Huh? I mean, they fit in this universe just right, but I did not expect it. Phew, I know we took the right path. Who said we can't road trip all by ourselves? Oh boy. Liam did, I think. I think that was perhaps a rhetorical question. Whoa, dude! Didn't see you there. What's up? This guy. The last time I checked. Better be. Be very confusing otherwise. Very true. Is this your crib? It is indeed. Welcome to the Wayfarers Inn. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Polygeist and the goodest of boys, Scott Howell. And together we are the Breakmasters! With a set, because it's cooler. With a set! Woo! Pleasure meeting you. I'm your humble innkeeper. Awesome! What drinks do you serve? Yeah, we're desperate need for some booze. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I don't serve booze. What? Why? Age rating system is quite harsh on such things. And I've got to keep the place open somehow. Hello, Alistair. Yeah, I was quite surprised it suddenly showed up. I did not expect it either. How are you doing, my friend? That took me by quite surprise, to be honest, when they suddenly jumped into my tavern here. I feel you. We've all got some burdens to carry. What else have you got? Magical beverages that can enhance your abilities. It's even rumored they might influence your fate. Whoa! That's so cool, dude. Like an influencer, but for fate. Fate-fluencer. Babysitting on Mondays? I'm exhausted as of late. I can imagine. I hope you can relax a little bit, Alistair. You do definitely deserve it. That would go so hard as a so hard on Momentgram. Oh, not Instagram, it's Momentgram. Oh god. Oh god. It goes pretty hard as a bat. Innkeeper, please influence our fate before I get bored. I feel incredibly depleted from this weird AF trip. Sounds like you're in dire need of some stamina. Though I think you could use a bit, you could use something a bit stronger than usual. Dope! Give me your strongest potion. Technically, never mind. Okay. What are we getting, Polly? She wants something strong. So. Could give her the Sailor's Courage. Or we could give her the Southern Brawl. Let's give her something with abs. I think she enjoys this. Okay, so Wisdom down. Yeah, Polly doesn't need this. It's fine. A little bit of Charisma. A bunch of Strength. This is Southern Brawl, and if we add a... No. Is it? Oh wait, that's the Southern Brawl, but we need a little bit of Agility too. And now we have the Sailor's Courage. What is up? At this point, I think Polly would drink straight ethanol. Yeah, I could see that too. A funky drink for a funky gal. Let's see. Wow! This is so good. Very good. So good, I don't even miss the booze. Well, maybe a little bit. I'll take that as a compliment. Try this, God. Oh, that tickles. Like, just like pickle juice. Rena? Rena, was that you? Can we summon Rena? Pickle juice. So, Scott Howell, would you like a drink as well? I just noticed the environment is more, the background is more spooky themed. With the little ghosties, the autumn twigs here ghost, pumpkin. Oh, that's so cute. Who left the... Wait, what? Oh, Rena's himbo werewolf boy. Love him in games decorate for Halloween. Absolutely. Rena's himbo werewolf boy toy. Well, that's a loaded sentence if I ever heard one. Nah. But you could tell us where we are and what cool things we can check out around here. You're in Senate. It's in the Republic of Feosa. Are you lost? Nope. At least not as long as we're having a blast. You do seem slightly out of this world. Ooh. Maybe you're onto something, potion seller. I'm not... You know, we were road tripping. Supposed to be on the trip of our lives. When something weird happened. We're about to take the next turn at the crossroad and then... whoosh! A portal opened up. And I couldn't hit the brakes in time. Yeah, we drove straight through and ended up on a gravel road. Everything seemed different. Dated. So dated. Dated? Duh. I've seen and done plenty of weird things, but this is a different kind of weird. So weird. No cars, only carriages and stuff. Cars? Yes. Do you mean carts? Kinda. More like carriages, but without the horses. I'm afraid I've got no clue what you're talking about. I don't think cars exist here, Scott. Now it makes sense. My phone has no signal either. What makes sense? We landed in the past. Whoa! Does that mean we time traveled? Yeah. 1980 to 1680. That's so cool! I doubt time travel is possible. Sounds more like you participated in an inter-universal travel. Ah, of course! As one does. Which is rare, but happens occasionally. Basically, they got isekai. Wait. So, what you're saying is we are super special and lucky to have participated in such an event? Likely. Dope. This is science, God. The universe sent us here to wreak havoc. Ow! The prank masters will strike again. Soon. After a nap. Can we take a nap, Polly? Good idea. Hey, funky magic mystery pal. You better get to writing the tour guide. I see what I can do. Good. Do you have a room for us? Of course. I've got a room upstairs. Just ignore the scratching sounds and leaking water by the iron door. Don't worry, we've seen worse than that. We've got plenty of experience with sea monsters. Always hyped to meet more. See you in a bit, Inkeep. Come on, Scott. Let's hit the sheets. Okay, that's such... Maybe I should add some do not enter. Oh no. It's so cool that we have like a cameo. Love that. Oh, it's her again. Okay, wait. Hello. Glad to see you, Bayer. Thank you for having me. Now that... Is your friend's dispute still, ailing you? Still so lonely. Lonely. Thank you for the carriers. I came to ask. Have you sent someone to help my friends? I think we did. I did, actually. You did? Yes! I sent Fable and Aura to solve the dispute. Ooh. Then let's hope they'll be friends again soon. So we can have tea parties again. And I can't stop being lonely. Ooh. Ooh, pretty flower being. Hello, Audrey. I think she's like a swamp creature. I don't think she's a banshee. No, she's not. She's friends with a banshee, but she's a swamp, like a swamp monster thingy creature. But she's very nice and has a spa. How are you doing, by the way, Audrey? At least people are visiting my spa. That's good. Thank you for handing out my coupons. Oh, did I again? Did I hear spa? Yes. Doesn't that sound like something, Scott? Whoa, I love spa. Thanks. Now, are you our tour guide, sweet bog creature? Tour guide? Do you wanna visit my spa? I'd go to visit a spa. A spa that sounds like it sounds so good actually. Okay, I never went to a spa in my entire life. I gotta be honest, like I never had like a proper like massage or anything like this. Well, just a couple more hours to go. How are you, Lux? I'm doing very well. I got a couple of things done today. And just enjoying that I can play not Traveler's Rest, Tavern's Talk again. It's been a month already. The only spa days I have had are at-home self-care days. I mean, in this case, you know, I often take a bath instead of a shower and like relax there. This is my extent of spa experience. Spas are great. I had a chocolate oil massage in Mexico. What? Chocolate oil? I for some reason imagine that you got doused in like molten chocolate now. These two are Polygeist and Scott Howell. They're currently looking for entertainment. And a way back home. But entertainment first, obviously. It's getting incredibly boring here. No offense, funky magic mystery pal. Nothing. Just dip the whole person in chocolate syrup or something. Yeah, basically. That's also a thing, but use cacao oil. Oh. Where is your home? In a portal. Or something. Yeah. We came through a portal, which in itself is pretty rad. But we have had the medieval tavern experience and all. And it was good while it lasted, but it's time to move on. Move on to my spa? Something like this. Which makes me think, Bayer, do you think you could help them find a way back home? Of course. You can do that? But first, you have to visit my spa. Nothing easier than that? I need a facial anyway. The area is so dry. My bog water is especially moisturizing. Wait. Does that mean we get to go skinny dipping in some hot springs? Oh yes, absolutely. My hot springs are the best. Cool, pit stop at the spa and then a road trip back home. You joining us for the ride, sweet bog creature? Please say yes. We'll see. I'll first show you the portal and my spa. If you bring them to the portal, you could take a ride with them though. Them through it. I've only seen Bayer for a few minutes and the precious baby must protect. Oh, you. I hope my favorite character appears today. Absolute bestest cutie. But yeah, Bayer is also very precious. I like all the characters really. Might help you with your loneliness. You think? Yes! No one's lonely on a ride with the prank masters. Oh god. Wait. Where is she? Melly, there she is. This is my favorite. Detective Melina. An absolutely adorable little kitty cat. She's so cute. We already met quite a few people now that I look at it. Kitty, yeah. Which portal do you want to take? The one through Avalon, full of dreams and forests? Or the one through the Twilight Chasm, a place full of dread and weird fishies? I would say that I desire Fable on a physical level. Fable, they're so precious. Like personality-wise, my favorite character. Is that just such a sweetheart? This is basically so Tia here is basically Rena's alter ego from a parallel universe. So Jade is also very cool. Oh yeah, and Gustav Archibald Richmond III. Alt Rena. Basically AU Rena, so alternate universe Rena. They're all so cool. Gully is also immensely fun. He's an archivist, by the way. I don't know if you know him, Alistair. Seems like someone you might know as an archivist yourself. And of course, the seductive phantasm, Voyage. Excuse me, not Voyage. Voyage. And Claymore, like the himbo puppy par excellence. Like, it's the most puppy-like person you can ever see. Chaotic neutral checks out. Chaotic good, neutral good. Chaotic good. Neutral good. Neutral. I never looked at their alignments. Lawful neutral, chaotic neutral, lawful good, chaotic. Okay, but most of them are chaotic good, which checks out. But let's see who else we encounter today. Ooh, the Twilight Chasm sounds spooky. I love spooky. I love dreams. They're so weird. Like that one dream I had where I was my own dad. Okay, Scott. By the way, this little goober up there, it's so adorable. I love it. I want a plushie of him. I still want one. So cute. Where should I lead them, innkeeper? Washi. So since I played Monster Prom, I think they both would probably enjoy like the Nightmare Realm more than like the forests and everything. So I think they're more up for spooky stuff. Nightmares? Heck yeah! Haven't had one of those in a while. Sounds dope. Make sure you don't lose your minds though. No promises. Can't wait to show you my mud masks. Can't wait to show you the world, sweet bug creature. My name is Baya. With the little emoji. Let's hit the road, Baya. Enjoy a trip and safe travels. And chilling on top of the left corner. Yeah, Danny's here too. Of course, he's always watching over us. See ya! Ah, goodbye, innkeeper. Oh, again with this cute small emoticon. Enjoy trip, Baya. I'm glad Baya could find a little comfort in those peculiar visitors at least. I'm excited to hear the story she'll tell when she gets back. Oh, the day already over. Okay, it was a quick day. Hit undo, swipe floor, and blow out the candle. Was a quick day. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Chapter 8. Come Hell or High Water. 17th of the Astral Moon. This game looks so controlled. It's so cool. I like it a lot. Oh, it's Grace. Good evening, innkeeper. Good evening, Grace. Could I ask you for a drink? Anytime. What can I do you for? Pretty spent. Do you have something that will keep my mind awake for a little longer? Ooh, a Sonata of Starlight? I think this is just a chapter, like the name of the act right now. If I remember correctly. I mean, backstory is basically all the stars fell from the sky, and currently people are trying to get them back, like lore-wise from this world. I should have something for you to that can. I should have something that can do just that. One moment. Okay. So she wants something for the mind. The Silent Owl. Sure. We need an infusion for this. What are we doing? Can do this. We don't need defensiveness. Need 2 splashes of strength. We need 1 splash of agility. And an additional splash of wisdom. Silent. It was wisdom, yeah. Bottoms up! A drink for mind and soul. Enjoy! Thank you. This is just what I needed. Why are you so tired? Why are you still so tired? But you were done with your thesis. I am. Which also means I need to figure out what to do next. The possibilities are endless, but not boundless. So considerations are a complicated endeavor. If you consider the break. I have. Say, innkeeper, if you had forever, what would you do with it? Ooh, that's an interesting question. If I had time for forever, what would I do with it? Very philosophical thing. I mean, forever would imply immortality. At least I think so. It would imply immortality. I mean, I finally could get around to like playing on my backlog and reading on my backlog and watching on my backlog. But I think such a long time. It's true. But I think with forever, it really depends. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that has forever? Does that mean basically nobody else has forever and I would eventually need to watch all my friends die? And I'm the only one left, because that sounds incredibly lonely. But if this considers in that like I have forever to and I can spend this forever with my friends. Forever. Well, that opens a whole lot new of possibilities. We could finally plan out the Scuff of Flesh and Compound. But seriously, it's a really tough question to answer. I think I would give everything a try. It's like the most roundabout way of me answering this. I like being an innkeeper, so I could just keep doing this forever. This also sounds nice. You know, you have the one thing you enjoy. Exactly. I mean, if we like say okay, like forever, and we like all our friends like can spend it together forever. This sounds nice. The Scuff of Flesh nuclear bunker in the Swiss Alps. I thought about a bit more like scenic stuff. Not a closed off bunker from the world. We can have a nuclear bunker too where we are. But I would not want to spend my entire life in there. I thought we were taking over a castle. Then missed the memo. Yeah, I mean, castle is still like either castle or village, basically. Another idea is that we form like guild or something, like make a big guild where we all live together in. Could even make like training grounds for like Rena to practice her can opening skills with us. And a adjacent medical bay for when it will eventually go south. It is relaxing and safe, and I get to meet the most wonderful people and wizards all day. I keep pushing further, such as Scarf of Legend Moonbase and Doomday Space Laser. Alistair, one thing at a time. We don't need to go all Star Wars, you make a Death Star here, okay? Doesn't sound so cozy anymore. Big garden and big kitchen and lots of blanket pillow forts is my addition. We can make this happen. No worry. Forever is a really long time. Isn't there anything else you would like to do? Love to go on a road trip. Oh well, it's kind of a flashback. Also learn to play the harp. No, I'm content with existing. I mean, yeah, playing an instrument sounds nice. Oh. Why haven't you? No time, no muse, no talent. The last one is not a valid reason though. No time and no muse. Or maybe I'm just waiting for the right moment. When will that moment come? I'm not sure. Just don't feel like the harp belongs to me right now. Let me know when it does. I'd love a concert. Hello, Fane. Hi. How are you doing, my friend? Hope everything is well with you. What would you do with immortality? I would learn everything there is to learn. Every language, every instrument, skill, and facet of mortal existence. I would travel the plains with my brother and learn even more. Have an infinite amount of tea parties. I'd come to those. Good, good. Working, lurking, and enjoying the vibes. Then I hope you can continue enjoying the vibes while working. And thank you for being here. When we were little, Hex would always make all the stuffed animals dance around the little tea table. We didn't have money for music boxes, so we just made up songs for them to dance to. He sang them to me. If I had the time, I would love to write down all those songs and invent dances for them. You should make time for that. It's your time after all. And besides, while you don't have forever, you do have quite a lot. An elfin lifespan is nothing to scoff at, even if you only get half. Not if you got the human side of the lifespan. Oh, that's the last time. It is. I'll make the most of it. What will you do next then? I'm not sure yet. I was thinking about going to Ashvedal. The capital of the Magocracy? I heard the libraries there are 60 stories tall and rivers float through the sky in an exuberant display of mana. Sounds like a paradise for someone like you. Yes, but Hex really wants to stay here. He likes Fiosa, Zenith, the Ashen Grove. I think he likes how quiet it is. If you would believe it. I don't think he'd like the bustle of it all. You could just go without him. There's a Magocracy embassy in Softword. The teleportation is expensive but reliable. I don't think he wants to go to Softword either. And I won't make him. He could teleport himself then. Okay, my last thoughts before I depart for now. Harp is so heavy to transport, but it's absolutely amazing to play. Hope the rest of the Tavern talk goes well. Take care. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I mean, there are also like small harps, I think. Like handheld ones. But yeah, thank you so much for making time, Audrey. And I hope you have a nice rest of your day as well. You could take a ship. Appreciate the effort, but I don't think a ship would help make the distance acceptable to him. He's always going to follow me, no matter where I go. I think he doesn't want to miss out on any adventures, or celebrations, or funerals. You can just tell him you want to go alone. But then he'd be alone too. Just talk to Embrace. Also have to get going. Have a good stream. Alrighty, Alistair. Thank you also so much for stopping by. Take care and hope to see you around soon. Again. I don't want to spend our time together fighting. I just don't want him to spend it mourning me either. No. You should tell him just that. Now I get hiccups. Oh, and thank you for the departure cat ears gift. He'll have enough time to mourn you when you're gone. Unlike life, that never ends. I suppose you're right. I'd like to leave something he can remember me by. Maybe I'll build my own wizard tower. Please do. I love those. Did you hear about the one on Morley near Delval? The one with the infamous Magocracy fugitive. Hello, Anna. Welcome in. How are you, my sweet cow friend? I hope you're having a lovely day so far. The very same. It seems its wizard has disappeared without a trace, leaving his tower vacant. I always wanted to stop by for tea, but I don't want to be rude and intrusive, so I haven't. I'm not sweet, I'm fierce. Sure, Anna. Whatever you say. For my friends, by the way, who don't already follow Anna, who is an incredibly adorable cow, even though she doesn't like hearing it. You should definitely go check her out if you have the time. Don't you believe me? Because I already know you too well. That's why. But yeah, I fell in the shower last night in this. Oh no. I hope you get better, Anna. This really sounds rough. Get enough rest, you hear? No overstraining yourself. That's good to hear. Give me a second. Need to hydrate a little bit. I wonder what he left behind. I'm sure it's a collection of fascinations and impossibilities. Couldn't you teleport in to check? You can't exactly teleport in and out of well-protected places all willy-nilly. You end up trapped or on a whole other plane. You might. Maybe that's what happened to the wizard. Maybe. No one seems to know what happened to him. Or who he even was. And no one seems interested in finding out either. Isn't that sad? A little. I don't want to disappear like that. You won't. I'll tell your story far as long as I'm around. How long is that? For as long as the world will bear me. No, thank you for the sub, Anna. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy all the emotes and just know all the actually a good opportunity to say this again. I didn't all stream. Right now we're still in the charity for the Extra Life campaign. That means all the proceeds, all the revenue I get during the streams, will directly go towards the Extra Life campaign, which helps Children's Hospital in the US. And for those who haven't noticed the count already. Oh no! Oh no! Now she has access to the hammer. Oh no! And hello, Latte. Welcome in. How are you doing, my friend? You're very easy to bear. Thank you, Grace. Would you like to stay a little while? Please. I find you truly inspiring. I'll be here if you need a rubber duck. I'm counting on it. Oh, Fable is back! And Aura / I don't know what kind of names he still has. He has so many names. Just chilling. That's good. Chilling is very important after all. I'm currently more in a chill phase too, because it's desperately needed, honestly. Some people just neglect the chilling part of life sometimes, which is honestly a crime. Hiya, Innkeeper. Hiya, you two. A drink, please. Or two, actually. Sure thing. Actually, what name are we on right now? Well, Aura still fine. Come on, that was a whole week ago. Yeah, normally you switch your name more often than your underwear, probably. Been better, I've been on that. Good. Acetaminophen. I have no idea what that is. Honestly, I'm horrible with any kinds of medicine. I know there's aspirin, I know there's insulin, and that's about where it ends. Okay. I thankfully take so little medicine. I have taken so little medicine in my life that I don't know any really. The highest painkiller I'm not allergic to. I was busy. Want to come up with a new one? New one now and then? I love it that by now we already tease him about, oh, like it's been a whole week since you told me another name. Which will it be this? What? You don't have a new name, Aura? Can I come up with one? Sure. How about Kumo? I feel like you look like a Kumo. It fits. He is just as selfie as a spider. And just as cute. No, you're blushing again. I take your word for it. Okay, now it's Kubo. I loved it. Our drinks. Can we get them now? Of course. What would you like? Something sweet. Bubbly, maybe? If you can find something that is. Something sweet. You know. Sure. I'll see if I can find the words you're looking for. Oh, he's a bit embarrassed that he wants something sweet. Aww. Okay. What is something charismatic? The Thousand Winds one? The Sunny Breeze, maybe? What else? I think the Spoken Heart. It's gonna be the Spoken Heart. Okay. A little bit of defense. A little bit of attack. And a lot of charisma. Spoken Heart. Bottoms up. Liquid charisma for those in need. Maybe you should try it then. You want to send it back? No, it's good. Glad to hear that. Fable, what can I get you? Maybe something that makes me feel like I could lift 1,000 clouds. Like I've got the strength of a dragon. Something like that. Helen always says it's pretty tasty. I see. A Carolyn special then. Okay. Want something strength-based this time. Okay. I think Carolyn liked the sailor's courage. Oh. To mark the recipe. Okay, that means we take one of the peppers. We need a little bit of agility. A bunch of strength. A bit more defense. And a bit of charisma. No? Did I mess it up? Huh? Oh, too much defense. Too much defense. Now we got it. Oh, and we got ads coming up in about 15 seconds. Just a little heads up for everybody. Thumbs up. A regular's favorite for another regular. Thank you. It's delicious, as usual. That's what I like to hear. Hey, what's up with your hair? I like your hair, by the way. Yeah, she got the braid. Braid is new, isn't it? Oh, you do? Thank you. It looks really nice. Momo braided it for me. Oh, did he now? He helped me calm down after we encountered the Mary Morgan. But I should probably start at the beginning, right? I'd appreciate it. Oh, right, they were in the swamp trying to like solve the dispute of the swamp monsters. Are they married again now? Alright, so what happened at the beginning? What happened at the beginning will be explored after the ad break. I don't want anybody to miss it after all. What tale teller would I be if I would start the tale right at the beginning of an ad break? So how is everybody today? Had any... What did you guys have to eat for today, for example? I myself, I may or may not have forgotten to eat until like 6 p.m. And... Wait, no, it's 6 p.m. Yeah, 5:30 p.m. And I hastily cooked something up before stream because... Yeah... I really do eat too little. I should really get into the habit of eating more. Often I'm so focused on other stuff I just completely forget. No wonder I'm currently losing weight. Oh, it's getting better again. I just have to eat more sweets to get up the calories. God, I love the music too. This game is just so incredibly cozy. I really missed it. I really missed it. There's also still all the DLC stuff we haven't even gotten into, which I will do afterwards. Cut out some sourdough and put on some of my tofu spread, some tomatoes and homemade pesto, clog of olive oil, some salt, pepper, and pop. That sounds incredibly delicious. That sounds incredibly delicious. I have to say, I never had like good tofu before. All the tofu I had was just meh. But as far as I never really tried cooking with tofu. Maybe I should try it at some point. But like tomatoes and pesto with olive oil, that alone sounds delicious. Being how you learn how to work with tofu. Yeah, if you can't eat meat, I understand that. That's you learn to adapt. Like how I adapted to not being able to drink coffee, for example. Or anything with alcohol. Actually had people... It is so silly when I think back on it. People actually coming up to me like straight in front of me and saying, Lux, how can you live without coffee and alcohol? And I'm like, well, I do. I do. You know, I'm standing in front of you. That's how I survive without coffee and alcohol. By just existing. I don't know. Wow, no, coffee sucks. Yeah, I mean, for me, caffeine free would probably work. It's the caffeine I cannot handle. I told the story a couple of times before, but I once had, I had issues when I was younger with sleeping. And I had like some prep powder, whatever, some stuff from like the drugstore, which basically had the amount of caffeine of a strong espresso inside. What happened was that half an hour after I took this stuff, my dad had to rush me to the hospital because my heart felt like it was breaking out of my chest. So yeah, they basically had to like dilute the caffeine in my blood. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. And they basically said, yeah, you could learn to get used to caffeine if you slowly increase the doses, but they don't recommend it. And then I was like, okay, then guess I don't drink coffee or energy drinks or really anything that has a high amount of caffeine inside. Tofu spread, 42 cloves of garlic, put in a food presser, tofu, miso paste, some oil, nutritional yeast, more protein, insert blend spices, spray it. So actually sounds really delicious. Some pepper to taste. Oh, that will be a lot for me. Also, no beer as a German. First of all, I'm Austrian, not German. But on the other hand, Austrians drink more than the Germans even. So this is not really a defense here. But yeah. That's actually the main reason why I got this comment, especially around alcohol so often. Because especially when I was younger, like in my teens. There's no need to apologize. There's really no need. Both speak German, so I don't. It's always like this little rivalry. And as an Austrian, I'm used to being confused with people from other countries because either the people say I'm from Germany or people think I'm from Australia because there are people out there that don't know the difference between Austria and Australia, which, yeah. So yeah, basically I often had like this discussion with my peers that why don't you drink alcohol? Why don't you drink alcohol? Don't be so Bascal. Drink alcohol. Why don't you drink alcohol? And I'm like, dude, no. I don't want to. I have my reasons why I don't want to. But don't pushing me for crying out loud. I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm not someone to give into peer pressure. Like, chances are if you try to peer pressure me into something, I will not do it out of defiance. Just to mess with someone. I don't know if I'm strong necessarily. I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn, that's what I am. No, it was basically the same with smoking back then too. Like everybody, around 16 people start smoking and whatnot. And I'm always like, ew, why would I do that? It stinks, literally. Why would I? Just didn't make any sense to me. I pay a lot of money for something that stinks, is unhealthy, and does not really have any benefit. Like, any effect, really. I get, like, for drinking, yeah, you get drunk, you have an effect from drinking. But smoking tobacco is just... It stinks. Everybody says it tastes off. Or tastes bad. So why would I? Why would I? Smokers can smell this thing. Yeah, of course. Of course, they don't smell it. It's funny though, and like a few people that quit smoking, like a few weeks later, they said, oh, now they noticed what everybody meant with it stinks. So it's quite funny, but yeah. I don't like bad smells. I'm very, very sensitive to that. I had to be careful after rock piles in Japan. I have no tolerance. A single Orion dry Ashai would almost knock me out. Yes, and those are the Japanese beer brands, aren't they? I know this because like when we go like to a Japanese restaurant where I live, they also serve this when my friends order some. Everyone smoked at my job as well. There was a room for smoking in the office. It was so gross. Asahi. Asahi. Asahi? Asahi. Probably. Yeah, I mean, um, for us, for where I live, smoking inside building is not allowed anymore, thankfully. But I do remember when I started working with around 16, this was not in effect. And yeah, there were some rooms, so there had to be designated rooms for it. At the place I worked in, this room, which was designated for the smokers, was the supply room. And as of course, as the newbie, I always had to go in there getting office supplies. And, I mean, no offense to anybody who smokes. To each their own, it's your own body. I will not, like, dictate anybody what they do with their own body, as long as they're not harming anybody else with it. But it just seems so pointless. Smoking just seems so pointless to me. And I had this effect basically since I grew up, because like in my family there are a lot of smokers, for example, and I just never liked it. Never liked it. But yeah, don't smoke, kids. It doesn't get you anything. I genuinely at one point went around and asked smokers, so what effect does smoking actually have? Like, do you have any benefit from it? And the only answer I got is, yeah, well, it calms me down. Yeah, well, no wonder it calms you down. You're addicted to this stuff. If you don't do it, you start getting jittery. This is how addictions work. My man. Picked it up and quit while in Japan. It helped with work shifts at first, but don't like how dependent I was on it. Yeah, I get that. It's also like hellish when you like watch 1 or 2 documentaries what this can do to you. It's ugh. But yeah, as I said, I don't have anything against anybody who does it, who enjoys it, whatever. I just don't get it at all. And I will never. The reason it's very widespread in Japan though. Yeah, because of the high workload they have there. Oh, those who didn't smoke at the office were the strange ones. I mean, I'm very thankful that smoking starts falling out of trend more and more. I mean, there's still vaping and like those weird nicotine patches, I think there are too, that you stick in your gums. Which is... People, why? But... I'm completely going off the rails here. Let's continue with our stories here. We still have to listen to the story of Fable and Kumo at their reconciliation efforts with the monster creatures. Ship to Boreas. Right. I was a bit worried about the journey we were embarking on. After all, the seas around Boreas are famously hard to traverse. With all the wild magic around it and all. But before we left Zenith, we ran into Una in the midst of an arm wrestling match against Iniko. That checks out. We took the opportunity to ask her for advice. Though maybe she had traveled there thought maybe she had traveled there before. You could have asked me. She was closer. Right. Did she have any good advice? She did. With her help, we were able to avoid all of the dangerous maelstroms, sea stacks and iceberg elements. That must have been a very relaxing journey. It did. It was very inspiring too. We were able to see the dancing, colorful auroras in the night sky as we drew closer. They were starless, but breathtakingly gorgeous. I even started on a new song. It wasn't ready to be shared yet though. I just wanted a sneak peek. Well, you should have snuck better. A new song, can I hear it? It's not done yet. Thanks to Una, we made it to Boreas a lot faster than we had planned. We also docked far away from the typical explorer's route. It was completely abandoned by everything but nature, as if no one but us had been there before. Kind of exciting. Very adventurous for sure. As we headed inlands, we were quickly swallowed by the fog and engulfed almost the entire island. It moved in strange patterns, creating unidentifiable forms within the mist that hungered for life. The thickets rustled as we walked by, whether moved by wind or creature, we couldn't tell. The trees were shaped strangely, with shimmering portals forming in their empty husks. Our own quiet breaths were often interrupted by shrill shrieking sounds that seemed to come from right above us. It was almost idyllic. Sure. Yeah, sure, Como. Sure. Gotcha. Oh, scary. It was mostly scary. I wouldn't have minded strolling around until we ran into something roaming the island, but it was a little cold, so... I mean, you walking around sleeveless here, my man. It's... might be the reason. So, I found a local to ask for directions. While wandering around, we came across a clearing surrounded by tall trees. Or rather, one tree. All of them were connected, intertwined with one another. Around one of their twisted connections, a waterfall with no discernible origin was flowing into a small pond. And in its midst rested a nymph! A real nymph! Oh, Fable finally got to meet the real nymph! Oh, I'm happy for her! Doing taxes? Doing what? She was weaving flower crowns for the fish. She was beautiful, with long black hair and skin that glistened in the sunlight being reflected off the waterfall. Her eyes were sparkling like gemstones, and her smile was full of kindness. She was alright. She was alright. Okay, cool. But also the only person around. So Fable asked for directions? No. Fable asked her about everything but directions. I asked her for directions. She was very helpful. She even gave us a gift. A gift? That's sweet. She gave us earplugs against the Banshee's song, so our bones wouldn't shatter. Very helpful. Did you offer to write her a jingle in return? I did. She said if we were to survive the encounter with the Banshee, I could come back and she'd think of what she'd need a jingle for. She was thinking about setting up a dragonfly exhibition, so maybe for that. Or would she even advertise too? The frogs? And toads. Fable is so cheery. The Banshee was our first priority, so we stealthily made our way to the lonesome lagoon with earplugs in our ears. We mostly walked and talked about the favorite dragonflies. As we finally approached the lonesome lagoon, the thick mist enveloped us. It suddenly became so cold we could see our own ragged breaths. And we also could see Merly Mimics in the chat. Hello Merly. How are you doing, Merly? Hope you're having a good day. And then we heard it. A song filled with all the sorrow of the world, compressed into a single note. It sounded really nice. There was so much emotion in that song. Sadness, lonely, longing, yearning, anger. We wanted to be polite and wait until she was done singing, but she just kept going, like tears that wouldn't stop. So I decided to be a little rude, stepped forward and said hello. Surviving well enough. That is good. That's a good thing. Surviving is the most important step. That's good to hear. I hope you enjoy your time here though. They said, hello Banshee, I really like your song. It confused the Banshee so much that she stopped. She smiled, baring a row of deadly sharp teeth. She was very nice actually. She asked if we wanted to steal from her lagoon. When we said no, she invited us to sing along. Banshee invited you to sing along, well that's a first. Did you? Of course. It was kind of fun. It was. And I thought, what better time to bring up the Mary Morgan? But now. So I led with, I bet you do this with your girlfriend all the time, right? She suddenly looked at me with hatred and anger and then just started screaming. I was very thankful for the earplugs at that moment. I think without them my bones might have melted. That was our cue to leave. So I pulled Fable back into the thickest of the Borean forest. Obviously, we couldn't just leave it at that failure. So we looked around for a peace offering. We found some spiky pink fruits with the pattern of little ghost tortoises on them. We thought she might like them. She liked them enough to stop screaming at us. I don't know. Kind of a nice sentence. She liked them enough to stop screaming at us. Yay! Love your chibi models so much. Oh, you mean for my... for my emotes? But actually, wait, give me a second. Ish. Wait. Just real quick. If you want to see a really cute chibi. Just, hold on a second. Because on my stream this is very rarely visible because it's my usual Fuki. It is. Here. Oh no! Oh god! If I remember where my stuff always is. There it is. It's my Fugi. I love it so much. I love it so much. It was made by Airy_VT. It is so cute. Just a little guy. And in terms of cute stuff, I recently got a gift from a friend of this one. A little plushy Lux. A friend had this commissioned for me. It is so someone. The body is so small. Yes, Be cat. Be cat. I could also just, if I ever shouldn't feel like my model, I can just put this here. Such a small little goober. We can leave him here. Can keep us company. Was my friend Reynard Foxberry, who hopefully soon starts streaming again. I'm trying to nudge him back into it and nudge him on the Discord, but so far he's still a bit out of it. So I'm nudging him, but I'm not forcing. He had one of those commissioned for himself, for Heidi, and for me, which is because the three of us basically started together with streaming. We became friends through it. It was really sweet of him. And trust me, when he starts streaming again, I'm gonna advertise his channel wherever I can. Okay, well, where was I? She liked it. She liked them enough to stop screaming at us, and we sat down at the side of the lagoon to talk. I mean, I can. Shout out. Reynard. Was it with underscore? I'm not. Wait, let me just check that I. With an underscore in the name? No, it was not. Okay. Very. Oh, hopefully I didn't misspell it. Yeah, that's him. Little adorable pink fluffy fox. Absolute sweetheart. Unfortunately, didn't really have the chance to stream for quite some time. But he is trying to get back to it. I often talk to him. Yeah, should definitely check him out. She liked them enough to stop screaming at us, and we sat down at the side of the lagoon to talk. It's beautiful, by the way, right in the middle of the giant portal to the Twilight Chasm. It colors the waters this deep, dark blue, with swirling clouds of darkness within. There were bones floating around the lagoon too. It almost brought one for your tavern. Why didn't you? I thought you wouldn't like it. I love bones. Yeah, I have over 100 of them in my body too. I think 108 bones? Was it 108 bones in a human body? It's been so long since I was in like biology class. I think it was 108. Keep that in mind for the future. Banshee actually fished out some bones to fidget with. It stopped her from screaming every time she brought up Mary Morgan, or Marmor, as she called her. Turns out Mary Morgan had been ignoring all of her calls. Ever since the Banshee was crowned Gaia's scariest monster by Screech McArtsy. Screech McArtsy. This is so stupid. She told us it carved a hole in the relationship, that it caused a lot of jealousy. And she was disappointed that Mary Morgan cared more about that stupid popularity contest than her. That is quite devastating. If this like your girlfriend cares more about something like this than about you know, her partner or their partner, it's absolutely understandable that she felt like this. We asked her if she wanted to talk about it with the Mary Morgan herself. But she said that she didn't need to apologize for being scary. She was very thankful she got to talk about it though. She was holding it all in because she didn't want to burden Paya with all the drama. She even offered for us to spend the night at her nearby cave. It was really nice of her. Did you end up taking a nap at the lair? We thought about it, but it was filled to the brim with the riches of the dead, which was far too alluring to allow us to fall to a god of sleep. You found loot? You have my attention. What did you find? Gold, bones, skulls, jewels of all sizes. And a loot. It was broken, but I picked it up anyway. There was also a delicate silver mirror at the heart's cave that had hearts carved all over it. Kumo recognized it as a magical form. It's a magical from the arcane markings. Melina showed me them in some books the other day, when the wizard in Sofford showed us around in his library. It was the mirror of far speech. It let you speak to anyone on this plane, given that you've seen them before. So you called Melly? No, we called Mary Morgan. Ah, that makes more sense. How did it go? Well, we had to be the one to make the call, since Kumu had never met her. When her face appeared, all I could do was stare in horror as she gazed back at me. I felt like I was back in the Ashen Grove, leading the adventures to the doom, and just froze. I took the mirror out of her hands. Her first words were threats of what she would do to us if we had dared to harm the Banshee. Of course we hadn't. It briefly calmed her down, until I asked her why she wasn't here, if she was so worried about the Banshee's well-being. Avoiding the question, she instead talked to us about the state of the lagoon. She complained that it must be incredibly loud with all the tourists and whatnot. I assured her there were no tourists, at least none that were alive. So she asked what I was doing in the lair there. Honestly, I replied that the Banshee had offered us a place to stay in her cave. I quickly realized that I had picked the wrong thing to say. Her eyes started bleeding black ichor, and she began cursing us out in tongues. The mirror cracked under her gaze and started bleeding black water. Oh god! It's terrifying, I can imagine. And then we were just supposed to sleep there? As if she couldn't crawl out of the mirror any second? Like a Ring style. After that happened, I thought that we shouldn't discuss our further plans in that cave. So I pulled Fable outside and we went for a walk. Excuse me. The nymph had mentioned this enchanted flower field where she collected flowers for the fish. So we went there.
Begone, foul spirit!
Hello, Panther. Jeez. That said startled me more than it should have. Since my books have been burned. Yes. How are you doing, Panda? Yes, the books unfortunately, the book redeem is unfortunately out of order right now. Because that dang plugin broke with the last VTube Studio update. It's the stinky Lux I smell. Hey! I don't stink. I have you know I took a bath today. Okay? I cannot stink. It's probably you who stinks. Probably from all the tree murdering you have done with your car. Your lovely stretch hydrate. Take care of yourself. Thank you for the care package, Anna. Gonna do hydration. Everybody else should hydrate too, by the way. And not sitting up properly. Yeah, you do. Sick of. Kinda. Why are you torturing me with compliments? You know I cannot handle those. How dare you? Thank you. It was a good spot. Even though I couldn't stop shaking for a while. Though the flowers really helped. As did not being alone. Was that when Kumo braided your hair? It was, yes. Compliments will continue until you internalize your meaning. No! No! That's not true. Just a weird tale teller. That's all I am. Sorry, but with one aspect you can have a basket. Jesus Christ. I will stay compliment. Oh god. Now everything that's missing is that Dane comes in and like steps it up in a further notch. Wait, let me check his is Dane in the chat right now? No, oh god, he's okay. Oh god, he might actually be listening. Oh no. No, no, he is actually here. He is actually here. Oh no. I think I need to go break now. Bye. I summoned the shaman. Oh no. One-two punch of panda confidence followed by Dane. What a panic intensifies. Dane, you missed in the beginning of the stream. There was a cameo of Sally and Scott in this game from Monster Prom. They were actually here in the tavern. You missed it. It was such a cool cameo. Must now send the Dane love. It's okay, Dane. Don't be sad. The VOD still exists. Don't you worry, Dane. Everything's gonna be alright. Don't you worry. I do have to remember to clip that when I was saying a good thing Dane isn't here. I hope I remember that. How can I redeem my monster fluff card if I'm not being around for it? Yes, your monster fudging permit, yes. I recently had a friend who proudly showed me that he got one too. It's like, guys, and stop licking me. God, really, I love all you guys. It's never gets boring. I enjoy it a lot. I'm always so giggly with you all. Oh no, not the double licks. Not the double licks, oh god. But you're so lickable. Ah. God damn it. This is one of those moments where I really regret not having a blush toggle for my model. Oh no. That reminds me, I need to ask my future model mama if I included this in the list, like a blush emote. Yeah, blush toggle. If not, I need her to implement one as well. Because I feel like it stays pretty neat with you all around. It is such a sweetie. It must taste the same like a lollipop. I mean, by the amounts of sweets I consume, I would not even be surprised. God, I really regret that I'm so weak to compliments. But before we can finish him up. Anna? Anna? Get bonked, Anna. Oh no, not that emote. No, not that is such a cursed emote. Stop it. And then not your average pizza. Welcome back. This is so chaos right now. Jesus Christ. Little plushy Lux, avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Be safe. Run off into the fields.
I will not tolerate the forces of evil!
Oh no, everything is being triggered. Jesus Christ. Save the baby. Save the baby. God, I actually have tears in my eyes from laughing now. Oh god. Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit. Emphasis on a bit. My cheeks hurt. Oh. Thank you for the on-screen celebration. For the bits. I deserve this. We have a saying in German for this. In German it's called, it's eindeutig zweideutig, which ein and zwei is basically 1 and 2. And oh no. This is one of Zephyr's emote, isn't it? Yeah, it's such a cool emote. So yeah, we have the saying in German. It basically translates to obvious as to clearly double that's a bit hard to translate. It basically means clearly it has a double meaning. So this is what it translates to. Clearly has a double meaning. It's basically just the wordplay in German. Oh, that also reminds me. Collect time, have fun, enjoy your lurk day. Oh, that also reminds me, I need to get a new overlay for the 2.0 debut too. I'm still looking for an overlay, especially with chat bubbles. It's so tedious. But now that I have basically 2 weeks off, I do have the time for it, hopefully. Okay, let's continue. My hair kept falling on my face and it was overwhelming me. So he sat me down and braided it away, while I worked on rebuilding the loot. Can't wait to see it. I mean, probably like for a 2.0 debut, we don't have a fixed date yet. I want to do it this year. And so currently I'm aiming for my birthday on the 14th of December. Which, for one, is a Sunday, which works very good because I think most people do have time on Sunday to be able to join. And it also almost correlates with my 1 year anniversary and my birthday, so it just fits together, everything. He said that some distraction would help. Talking also really helped. His celebrations be well rewarded. Thank you. I mean, I do actually plan a lot. I even have like a lore video planned with animatics, which I will not disclose how much this costs because everybody would say I'm nuts for it. So yeah, I have a lot of stuff planned, and I honestly cannot wait for it. Just today I got another update for like the animatic frames, which so excited to share this. The editing will be a bit hellish, but I'm sure we'll get through it. They weren't stupid, just curious. Did you have a favorite one? They asked where I learned to braid hair. It actually brought us further on our quest. Also? Well, I learned it from my mother. It is the only thing I feel I have left of her. Aww. It was her way of apologizing. She was never very good with words. It made me think sometimes people aren't very direct what they mean. Heard of that, yes? Like the Mary Morgan. She didn't seem angry about the Banshee outdoing her in some fear pageant. She didn't even mention it once. She only got upset when she thought we heard the Banshee. Or when she thought we were tourists. Or when we said we were staying in that cave. Like she was jealous of something entirely different from some issue of Screech magazine. We talked it through and decided we had to get the two of them to talk face to face. Obviously, it would be difficult because of the distance, but I had taken the mirror with me when we left, so I thought it might be useful. Ever the thief. Indeed. I used it to call Baya. I asked her to tell the Mary Morgan to come to Boreas. They were mentioned she can teleport via plants. However that works. She can. You should try it out. It's nauseating. I think I'll pass. While I went to talk to the Banshee, Kumo picked up the Mary Morgan. She and I really connected on eyeliner techniques. But glad to hear you had something in common. When we arrived at the lagoon, they were immediately ready to claw at each other's throats. And not in a fun way. But somehow we managed to convince them to sit down. We tried to get them to talk about their feelings, but they just keep talking past and over and away from each other. Oh, do I know that well when people do that? Do I know that well when this happens? This is honestly one of the things that infuriates me. When people obviously talk like completely past each other. Arguing about issues that didn't exist. So I had a crazy idea. I took out my new lute and asked them if they wanted to write a song together. I declined and insisted their voices would clash, but I thought, at very least, I'd stop them from arguing. Kumo helped me convince them by summoning tiny rain clouds, pitter-platter, in a gentle melodic rhythm, to inspire them to give it a try. We asked them to put all their emotions about the whole situation into a song. In the end, they harmonized together perfectly, like their voices were made for each other, and the gentle hum of my lute. It was beautiful. And a little bone-shattering, but very romantic. More importantly, the song finally got them to understand each other. Like Kumo had suspected, Mary Morgan was scared, not jealous. Now the Banshee was so popular. Ooh! Minnie! Hello, Minnie! Welcome in! Thank you for the raid, Minnie! How are you? Real quick for everybody who doesn't know me from the raid party. Hello, my name is LuxTaleor. I'm a wandering tale teller and storyteller. And we're currently playing Tavern Talk, where we are having our own tavern and serving our patrons wondrous beverages and listening to their stories. I myself often play games like this, along with RPGs and sometimes horror and whatever comes to mind. Hello, Minnie! Hello, Dobby! Dobby Stongle! That's a cool name. Snack Attack! I could go for some snacks, honestly. Do you have some? Minnie? To each your own, but why do we have a butt emote? Why do we have a butt emote? I mean, just asking for curiosity purpose. For fun's sake. I mean, it's not. I mean, seeing as like our dearest Dane Haller has like an abs emote and dainty dramatics, like her upper body emote. Yeah, not the first one. See, Mini, my name is not to pronounce. Dobby Stongle. I mean, it is a little bit of a tongue twister. I mean, if I say it fast, Dobby Stongles, it could be. Okay, listen, I can't do it now. Don't give Mini a hard time, okay? By the way, Mini, I saw your new model. It looks really cool, by the way. Used to pronounce it the wrong way the first 50 plus times. I mean, but you got it eventually. Persistence is the key. Persistence is the key, everybody. I can tell it really came out wonderful. Did you actually draw this yourself? I just saw it in passing actually. So you actually did. That's really amazing. Like this is genuinely amazing. You did an amazing job. Amazing. My it's so amazing. My vocabulary like shrink together. I cannot find any other words anymore. I also saw that you renamed yourself. That you're now not Mini Mancha anymore, Mini Dragon Monster. Which also, honestly sounds very cool. Making me blush with so much compliments. Good! Good! Blush! Do you deserve it? It's always important to honor good work after all. And I do genuinely mean it. It's good to use it. It's not a... I got a logo now. Got to use it. Logo. Oh, it's also something I have on my list still. I was talking about my 2.0 debut later this year. I'm still in the midst of prep work. I still need to get so much commissioned. May emotes or redone them as well. That's so cool. Yeah, a 2.0 debut is desperately needed for me. It is really going well. I mean, I'm prepping since a couple months already a bit. So the most important stuff is, of course, the new model, which I'm very, very excited for. And there will actually be a lore video with animatics which I've commissioned. Which, oh boy. I'm planning on a few new redeems, a new overlay. Proper chat bubbles, not just the stuff I mixed together myself up here. And a bunch of other stuff. So many ideas. The new emotes are cool. Especially the faking one is This is great. But do please stay away with the knife from me. If you threaten me with your knife, I got a hammer. I can't defend myself. I can't defend myself. But yeah, welcome to the Tavern, everybody. I hope you enjoy time here. We're playing Tavern Talk, which, as I said before, is just with our patrons here, hear their stories, help them along the way with our drinks, and see what's happening. Right now, the two people here, where's the mouse? That is Fable and Kumo, aka Aura, aka, well, who knows how many names this guy already had. We're on a mission to play matchmaker between two scary monsters in a bog. So that they get back together again because they had kind of a falling out. She assumed we wouldn't have time for her anymore. But the Banshee assured her she doesn't care about any of the tourists. Only about Mary Morgan. And Baya, of course. We told them to talk to her too. And mentioned how she had been missing them. They agreed to meet for a tea party in the Ashen Grove, so Baya doesn't have to travel too far. Did you invite them to your barbecue? My Schiffschaft. I shall lurk for now. Enjoy your lurk and thank you again so much for the raid, Mini. After the outpouring of emotions, they wanted some time for themselves. The quest was done. It had only taken us 2 days, which was really efficient. Unfortunately, we had told the ship to pick us up in 3 days. We were trapped on the island. So you swam back? What? No. What's wrong with you? Sorry. The usual. It's okay. Honestly, that's such a great reply. What's wrong with you? The usual. I think I gotta adopt this. This is great. We started brainstorming about what we could do while we waited. So I asked about the cheesecake recipe. But I realized there wasn't anywhere to bake it. They wouldn't have any taverns on Boreas. It was a stupid idea. It wasn't. Somewhere on the island had to be something to bake a cheesecake in. Did you find something? We did. But it turned into its own small quest. First we had to find the right place for our little adventure. We met those lovely gnomes living in their little mushroom houses. And they offered to let us use their ovens. But they were too small. So they introduced us to the local Toad Hill giant. The kitchen was enormous, but it was easier to work in what it was too small. Then the gnomes, the nymph, and the giant helped us get ingredients from all across the island. This was actually our own quest, holy frick. So we're able to make enough cheesecake for everyone. I burned mine a bit. Can I have some cheesecake too, please? Pretty please? Like cake. But we made the second batch for the ship's crew. They were already starting to turn out better. Kumo is a really good teacher. And you're a really good student. Thank you. The cake really lifted the crew's spirit on the journey back. We agreed to teach him the recipe once we hit land. Afterwards, they invited us to the captain's birthday party. They even introduced us to a traveling obelisk who sang us a song of the ancients. It showed us a shortcut through the Rhyoliths mountain range, where we met some flaming songbirds. And now you're here. And now we're here. Glad you two didn't run off in the sunset together. Well, I'm glad you're back. Of course we did. I promised a good story. And you delivered tenfold. Absolutely, it was a very good story. Where are you two going next? I should probably talk to Melina. She was pretty mad when I left. Oh, we have an ad break. Oh, we noticed this. Oopsie! Okay, I think I'm gonna take this chance for the ad break to take a little break myself. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Everybody get some snacks, get some drinks, and we see each other after the break again. And we're back. I'm back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your break. I hope you all survived at jail. The break is finished. Oh. Yeah, I mean, the Seribot always announced when the ad break is finished for everybody. For some, it might end a bit earlier than for others. Some only get banned, so not every ad is created equally after all. But after the 3-minute timer, everybody should be back from ads. But yeah, let's continue. Really mad about Matt when you left. I guess I should apologize, while I still can. Good idea. You want me to come with you? No. I think I need to do this alone, or rather, with her. And I have to check on Rufus too. Maybe Hex taught her some fun magic tricks in the meantime. We left her with Hex and with Grace. Speaking of. Don't worry. Nothing was set on fire. I should go. But before I go, do you maybe want to do something together later today or tomorrow? Like a thing? Oh. This is the first time he... Maybe some, you know, deeper feelings involved with those two. That what you were thinking of doing, Kuma? Nah, come. No. I was thinking more like spending time together. Like on a walk? Like on a date? Oh! Okay. Sounds really fun. Oh. Akuro. I didn't know you had it in you. Cool. I'll pick you up. I'll see you around or whatever. See you. Looking forward to it. Me too. Oh ho 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 ho. He asked me on a date. He did. That's... Oh, what? What do I do now? Do you think Archie has books on dating? Or should I ask the Hydra for advice? Probably knows about dating, right? Archie is still on his quest. Also, I'm right here. You're right. What should I do? No one said you actually have to... Oh my god! No one said you actually have to go. Oh my god! Who would say... Unless... Because Kuma was very sweet just now, I think. Especially considering how silent and dismissive he often is. Like, this was very emotional for him. You cannot just say, no, you shouldn't actually have to go. I mean, what the heck? Well, I mean, of course it's you don't have to go, but Fable doesn't seem like they don't wanna. Then they're more nervous about like what they, like how this whole thing works. Just go, see where it takes you. Or where he takes you. Hopefully somewhere nice. I feel safe with him. Maybe I should try trusting this more? Mostly. I think you should be honest with him. He seems to like you for who you are, so there's no need to hide. That is very true. It's a scary thing. Why does he feel that way? Oof. Okay, oof, okay, I felt that. Oh, because you're very lovely. People keep saying that. But sometimes I just feel a lot lovelier hiding, you know? I guess it sounds like it's perhaps a bit too late for that. Sorry for listening in. You two were just very sweet. It's okay. I also thought it was very sweet. He was very sweet. But now that he's gone, I have time to think again. I'm not sure if I was supposed to be the type of sweet... I'm not sure if I was supposed to be that type of sweet anymore. He was just being nice. He asked you on a date because he was just being nice? Well, maybe he felt bad for me or something. This is... Okay, full disclosure, this hits me so much because it's absolutely something I would think in my, if I were in a scenario. 100% what I would think. Other than that. I feel so called out now. Innkeeper dear, I think Fable might be in need of another drink. Maybe something to untangle their thoughts. Something for a quick escape. All this overthinking. That sounds good. See what I can do. Okay. So. What was the other one with swiftness? We had a second one, I think. Or did we? This charisma. No, we only have this one for swiftness. Oh. We only have this one for swiftness. So. A bit defense, a bit charisma, and a lot of agility. So strikes, bottom up. Why the weird gong sound? Does this help? Very much so. Thank you. I feel like I can uncurl the yarn ball that is my brain. What do you think I should do? What do you want to do? I want to go on our date. I want to get to know him better. Maybe even get him to know me better too. You think you would like that? I think so, yes. It seems like you don't need our answers. You have yours, you have yours already. Sometimes I just feel like I need permission to listen to my heart. Did you know you can give the permission to yourself? I forget that every time, but I know you're right. I think I know what to do now, somewhat, but I'll figure the rest out. Thanks for listening to me. I think sometimes that's all I really need, and I'm scared. There's nothing wrong with being scared. And there's nothing wrong with being scared. As long as you don't run from the things that make you happy. You're right. It took me a while to realize that running is so easy, you know? You always know where to go. Away. But staying, you have to actually look at yourself. Figure out what your part is in everything. It can be a lot. But When I was on the journey back from Boreas, dancing with Kumo to the music of the navigator's fiddle, thinking about how I would have never gotten to that point if I hadn't put myself out of there. I realized that life is so much more than a constant game of hide and seek from the things that truly mean something. And I decided to stop running from life, even if I'm scared. I want to do my best to face my problems. Even though it's terrifying, I know that I'm not alone. Is this still about Kumo? No. He was never a problem. He's one of the reasons I'm not alone. Just like you. With good friends by my side, I can do anything. That is true. Moo. I can't wait to see what you will do. It might not be as impressive as you hope, but it will be me, and I'm excited about that. Me too. I'm really proud of you, Fable. Heidi has been training you. I mean, Heidi doesn't really move that often. I rarely hear her. Sometimes. But not that often. Thank you for everything, especially the great advice. That was really great advice. Maybe you should take some of it too, Grace. Maybe you should. Okay. But we all conquer life in our own pace. My personal next go live is going to be reapplying my lip gloss. And maybe some blush. I do feel a little pale. Huh? What? I don't know why my Amazon Echo, that's like 2 rooms further away, sometimes has the need to just start on by itself, as it seems. I mean, a few weeks ago on a stream, it suddenly started playing like techno for some reason, but something I said. Really weird. Sorry. Can I borrow a mirror for a bit, Innkeeper? Of course. There's some 3 rooms and mirrors upstairs, right next to the Acorn chimes. Just ignore the doors with the do not enter signs. Shouldn't have said that. Now I want to check. Please don't. I won't. I'm polite. Or am I? And with that, she's gone. Let's hope she won't find all the nightmare creatures you have locked up there. Wait, what? I mean, of course, yeah, all the nightmare creatures. All the sleep paralysis demons are locked in there. Don't go looking. It's like the box of the Pandora. Have you ever visited the Twilight Chasm? Not for long enough to capture any creatures. I see. What are you thinking about, Innkeeper? Oh, you know, Innkeeper things. I don't. No, I don't. No, I mean. Since I'm not an Innkeeper and all. Right. The song you mentioned. The one you started writing on the ship. I know it's not done yet. But how about a little sneak peek? To see if it would make for a good jingle. I don't think it's jingle material. I don't mind sharing it with you. Just keep in mind, it's a work in progress. Of course. Oh god, now I need to pretend I can sing. There's a calling on the wind beneath the talk of the keep. I've heard the tales, set the sails. Now it's time for me to leave. It sounds like a great opener. You like it? Actually, it's wonderful. Can't wait to hear more. Me too. I do apologize for the off singing. I'm really not. I would love to be good at singing, but unfortunately, and maybe I get to it next year. That I'm taking some singing lessons. I would really love to learn to be better at it. It's a little rough around the edges. I feel like it's missing something. Maybe the next adventure? Maybe. You let me know when it's done? Of course. No, sorry. Of course. Can't wait to show you when it's finished. The finished version. Thank you, Fable. I'm proud of you. For maybe finally finishing a song? Or not running? Oh. Thank you. Me too. Innkeeper, do you ever think about taking your own advice? All the time, yes. Why don't you? I don't know. It's hard, I know. The game keeps calling me out. I don't like that. But I promise I believe in you as much as you believe in me. And I know we'll both be okay. I would like that. Me too. Well, I've talked a lot today. I'll give you some space. Maybe it's time to stop running. Should I? It's time to read the letter. Oh, we have still the letter to read from our acquaintance. Yes! Oh, that was easy. I've been wanting to for a while. Yes! Let's hope for no regrets. My dearest friend, long has it been since we've talked last. Long has it been since everything has been seared away by the cold flames of death. I wish I could still remember our last conversation, but it's a waning memory. I can only imagine how you enjoyed running away, wishing to forget whatever was between us. Maybe you did, for a brief moment, for those 30 years. If you did, I'm writing this letter to kindly remind you of the good old times. To celebrate our reunion, I invite you to the spectacle of the century, the last day of the astral moon, welcoming the first light of the dying moon, where the realm of Tuat is just a grasp away. Are there any spirits you'd like to remember? Are you afraid of what they might tell you? Worry not, I'll be there, watching the sky closely on the 35th Cassiopeia. See you soon, an old friend. Yeah, our innkeeper character has some problems too. And he too. We too need to face them. That was... I guess you've always been a fan of symbolism. And I didn't even leave an address. Very irresponsible. Oh, it's Voyage! Coming in here cursing. Pardon. No time. Duck, now. What's going on? Are you okay? Do you need help? Healing? Something is coming. Something big. You're next, Joe? What? No. There's no time. Duck! Where's the duck? Wait. Wait, he says stuck. Wait. This is not, sorry. Is the ground? What just happened? Why is there water outside? Huh? I think so, yes. Phew. It was a close call. Could have been really dangerous. What just happened? Why is there water outside the tavern? I'd also like to know the answer to that question. I got no clue. I was just outside by the woods, drafting my newest song, when the ground beneath my feet began to rumble. Not even a minute passed and it rumbled again. Then, a wall of water came rushing towards me. I didn't even dare to wait. I ran immediately, looking for shelter. No way I was going to let my haggard get wet. The strings are made of real Jaibin silk, and the body's ethereal bamboo. It's a rarity. That's the first thing going through your mind with a giant wave rushing right at you? Of course. These instruments is as valuable as my hands. And just as versatile. Is everyone alright? Grace, dragons, you're right. I was worried something had happened to you. Oh, don't worry. When the wall started rumbling, I hid under a table. And then I watched the water rush in by the window. It was like a tsunami. Tsunamis are very rare, if not impossible so far into the mainland. Right. So strange. Everything seems to be submerged out there. I wonder what could have caused such a cataclysm. It's worrying to say the least. Yeah, I hope everybody's alright. And it's definitely too dangerous to go outside. Even the tavern is leaking. Don't worry, it will stand. Are you sure? I mean, it's dripping everywhere. There's a broken window on the back, but otherwise it seems relatively fine. I'm sure. I've gotten through worse than this. Worse than, like, 5 meters of water standing outside of your window? Okay, I mean, okay, like there was like the whole stars flying down from the sky thing. It meant it's gotten through worse than it. Wouldn't have thought it could withstand this sort of thing. But even more so glad it can. Seems to be a simple, yet very sturdy tavern after all. Just like you, innkeeper. Are you flirting with the innkeeper? Huh. Me? No. Also, that's beside the point. Is it? I mean, unless... unless... I would like to work my body. I like to work my body. That's a lot of aspects. Can we get back to the point, please? Yeah, sure. The point. Right. Back to the point. Did you see exactly what happened? Not really. I was listening to the whistle of the wind in the treetops, jolting down notes for my next song, when suddenly a horde of silver-crested deer rushed past me. Before they could trample over me, I jumped on the rock I was sitting on and watched them gallop downhill. I saw water break through the canopies, snapping trees in half like they were shashlik skewers. I wasted no time. I turned my heel, knowing I'd be done for if I waited just a moment longer. Then I was here and told you to duck. This sounds terrible. Are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine. Thanks. And anyways, with whom do I have the pleasure? I'm Grace. Nice to meet you, Grace. Oh my, you're Voyage. Are you the silver-tongued virtuoso? Ah, yes, that would be me. My apologies, I didn't mean to push any boundaries. But I saw you perform at Dropstone Institute's campus at one time. And I must say, you pulled on all my heartstrings with your beautiful performance. Oh, I did that? Yes, yes. I was awestruck by your music, what your music could do. It was like magic in its very own way. Music that can be very soothing in moments of distress. Were you distressed back then? A little. I don't remember why anymore, but I remember the emotion. But not more distressed than I am right now. I hope Hex is safe as well. I'm sure he is. Shoot! Did you see that creature swim by? No, I did not see a creature swim by. What? Where? It looked like a red-winged eel. Oh, I haven't seen those in ages. Where's their natural habitat? Actually, Twilight Chasm. Why is it here? Oh, that can't be good. Something isn't right. I'm afraid you might be correct. I'm also afraid, very much so. I don't think it's safe to go outside. Of course not. Should all stay for the night. Would that be possible? Of course. The Tavern will withstand this. And a bit of company wouldn't hurt. I agree. Thank you, innkeeper. Say, you with the loot. What's your name? Fable. My name is Fable. Do you play the lute, I mean? Sometimes. Still practicing, not all that good with it yet. How about how about we play together? A song or two to lift our spirits and wait out the catastrophe going on outside. It's very untuned. It goes out of tune really quickly, but I guess that's a loot thing. I gotcha. Show it to me. I'll help you, and then we'll jam until the new dawn rises. Bloop bloop. Sleep with the fishes achievement unlocked. What? Oh, ah! Oh no! Oh no, what happened to the sheep outside? Oh no, not the sheep! Okay, like... But this is very concerning. It's like... 3? No, 4 meters at least of water. I don't think I will get that much more customers here. We're in Act 3 now. Act 3, the Twilight Flood. Chapter 14, Rising Tides. The 18th of the Astral Moon. Interesting. No, Hex? How the hex did you get in here? Grace! It's Grace here. Good mythical morning to you too, Hex. This isn't funny, Innkeeper. Tell me, is she here? Please tell me she's here. She is. I'll let her know that you are too. Thank you. By the dragons, I was worried sick. So sick. She'll be happy to know you're safe and sound too. The flood was enormous. And if she had gotten caught up in it. Oh, no. I don't even want to begin to imagine. Then don't. How about a drink to calm your nerves? Yes. A drink sounds great. Something that will untangle my thoughts and help me focus. See what I can do. Okay, everything here seems to be still in order, at least. Something for the mind. Say he's a warrior of the mind. Okay, sorry. I've watched too much Epic recently. Never saw Hex or Frantic. No, he's always the jokester. But I mean, I guess there's a momentous flood and he didn't find his sister, so... It is very reasonable. Bing! Maybe that will help clear your mind. It does. At least a little bit. Thank you, Innkeeper. Hex! Good to see you safe and well. You too. Where have you been? Are you alright? Did you get hurt? I'm fine. The innkeeper and yesterday's superstars took good care of me. Just as you took good care of us. The least we could have done was be there for each other. How have you been, dear brother? My brother, dear. Did you get hurt? No, but I was worried about you. The whole night, locked in that damn house, all I could think about was how the flood might have... Why didn't you tell me you were going to a tavern? I looked everywhere for you. Oh, sorry. I didn't know I needed your permission to go outside. It's not what I'm trying to say. Then what are you trying to say? That you could have gotten hurt. And I wouldn't have known. I don't expect a tsunami to hit Gaia every day. It wasn't a foreseeable future, Hexy. Uncontrollable things happen. And when they do, we do our best to overcome them. Also, I can protect myself quite well. Still, how was I supposed to know that you were safe? I'm an adult, you know. You could try trusting my capabilities. Furthermore, PSAOR was very useful last semester. PSAOR? Protective sigils and other remedies. Ah. Also, the tavern itself is well protected by my own brand of sigils. Also, the tavern itself is very well protected by my own brand of sigils. That's at least something. Yes, very thankful the innkeeper and his tavern kept me safe. I didn't mean to worry you. I didn't plan on being gone for so long, but the flood happened. Okay, sure. Are you holding up? Is the house alright? Apart from some minor damages and some leakage in the roof, I suppose it's fine. I wasn't even aware of the approaching flood until the house's foundation started trembling. I was busy in my workshop, harvesting the essence of Dimension 467 for my research. I hope you didn't rip a hole in the fibers of magic again. Again! I didn't. And even if I did, you couldn't have stopped me. You weren't there after all. Right. But I could scold, you know. You won't want to when you find out I actually managed to harvest something. You did? It's amazing. What a huge breakthrough. That would mean... I created a teeny tiny rift in the astral realm and got my hands on some stardust. Well, sort of. How? I got an astral shard when the stars fell. Ah, I see. There's still the issue of never knowing exactly what might come through when you open these kind of rifts. Could be anything, or anyone. Like creatures, for example. It wouldn't be good. Yeah, it wouldn't. Because when your sister disappears again, you wouldn't know if she got eaten by a creature or is just out for a stroll. Hex, cut it out. What? We get it, alright? I went away and you were worried. We get it. But I'm my own person and I can do what I like. I'm getting tired of this. Well, me too. And stop. I don't want to fight. Then don't. Sorry. It's fine. We shouldn't spend our time fighting when there are so many more interesting things going on. How about a wee bit of distraction? Oh. We could go outside and see if we can take samples of the floodwater. Exactly. Who knows, maybe it holds spectral or rare magical properties. That sounds lit. Maybe it'll help me find my long-term research project. Possible. Though, to access the primordial vortex, you'd need primordial seawater. I know, but who knows what we'll find? Don't forget to fill me in on your research. Theoretically, I tell you anything, but only theoretically. Wouldn't have expected anything else. Thank you, Innkeeper, for hosting me tonight and all. See you soon. Good morning, the two of you. Oh, good morning, you two. You sleep well? As well as we could, with the sweet song of stormy waves pattering against our windows. The music! So very well, and with inspiring dreams. Glad to hear that. Your impromptu concert certainly helped me sleep. Because it was so boring? No, because it calmed my nerves. All our nerves, I think. Not that I have any. You don't have nerves? Is it a phasm thing? No, I meant those metaphorical nerves. Oh, you get those too? No, no, of course not. I'm boy. Well, yeah, sometimes. Mostly when I have to perform. Isn't that embarrassing? Not really. It also makes me nervous. Yeah, stage fright even for long-term artists or even also streamers. Everybody who performs to an audience is very normal. There's nothing to worry about there. Although, I have to say, last night performing with you for Grace and Innkeeper, it was kind of relaxing. I could just lose myself in the performance without having to worry about what anyone would think of me. Not that I ever do, but it was nice. We should make more music together sometime. Let's throw a bit under the bus. Actually, Fable just got started on a new song. You can collaborate. Really? It would be awesome. Well, yes, you're right. That would be awesome. I think working on it together could be fun. Heck yeah! Oh, sorry. Hooray. Heck yeah. I'm looking forward to a grand collaboration. And charming you with it, innkeeper. Alright. You're supposed to say you're also looking forward to it. I don't think you're supposed to say that part out loud. No, come on. I'm very much looking forward to it. That's what I thought. Aren't we going to be cool together? I'm the coolest. Too cool for me to describe. I already know will blow you away. I'm counting on it. Enough chit-chat. I should check up on the village. Maybe someone needs a good song to cheer them up. I'm sure Baya would love one. I think Baya would probably cheer up by a good flood. Speaking of her, maybe we can hand out some of the spa coupons for me. Sure thing. Her spa rocks. I shall start by enlightening Grace. Is she still here? No, she just left. Together with Hex. Something about primordial water. Those wizards. I'll try to catch up to them. See you soon. Don't finish the song without me, Fable. I'll wait for you. Can I get one of those coupons? Sure you can. Just make sure you tell Baya I sent you. Of course. What a strange morning. Or exciting morning? Both, I think. Would you like a morning drink? Yes! Something that will help me writing my song, please. Or something for... something charismatic. How about the 1,000 wins? If I mark it anything. There it is. It is... Fill up. And defense. To fight off all the critics. 1,000 wins. Ding. Bottoms up. Here you go. A drink with 0 primordial water. Maybe. It does taste a little primordial. And very delicious. Perfect. You know, last night when I couldn't sleep, I was watching the fish swimming by the windows. The scales kept reflecting the water, making them shift and shimmer, like they almost weren't there. I was mesmerized by them. It was like a dream, they kept pulling me towards the waves. It was beautiful and haunting. Do you think it looks like that every day somewhere? That beautiful? That haunting? I think any place we can imagine exists somewhere, if only in our heads. I'd like to see all of those places. I don't think they're all safe to see. Oh! Oh! Fable by the dragons. They're here. Are you alright? I am. Innkeep kept me safe. It's good to see you both are well too. Couldn't you have let us know you were breathing? We couldn't find you anywhere. I'm sorry, I just woke up. You guys worried about me? Maybe. Of course we were. Don't even know if you can swim. I can. Can you? Of course. No. Oh. Should teach you sometimes. Sure. Thank you for worrying about me. But actually had a pretty nice night. Boy and I gave Grace and the Innkeeper a small concert while we were stuck inside. Oh. Sad that we missed that. I can track down Void to give you guys an encore. That'd be nice. I'm sorry I didn't get around picking you up. It's okay. I bet the roads were a bit Busy? Yeah. It's a little tough getting out. Rufus loved it though. Think he'd made some new friends? Seems like this catastrophe has some pleasant side effects. Oh! Desi! Hello! How is my little Fae friend doing? Hello everybody! Welcome in. For those who don't know me, my name is LuxTaleor. I'm a wandering tale teller, and I mainly play RPGs and story-based games. And today we're playing Tavern Talk, a cozy tavern game where, I mean, it is mostly cozy beside the fact that the world literally just flooded last night. As you can maybe see outside, like there's water up to here. But yeah. How was your stream? Get raided. Oh no. The devastation. Skate got lots of work done. That's very nice to hear. On Tuesdays it's always a bit of either I raid. I often have the chance to raid you, but now you raided me this time. It's very nice of you. I hope you all enjoy your stay, and feel free to grab a seat. It might be a little bit wet right now because, as you can see, like the ceiling is a bit drippy from like the sudden tsunami that hit us. Apparently, I still don't know what's really going on. But yeah, still doesn't mean our patrons won't come in. I have no idea how they entered. Our entire front door is underwater. I assume they climbed through a window on the upper floor. I'm not really sure. At least their drinks were. Oh, we have drinks. Don't you worry. The best magical drinks there can be. What happened anyway? Did a whale eat a moon this time? No idea. That's what's supposed to mean. No idea what that's supposed to mean. But no. Or maybe? No idea how it happened. They say the primordial sea flooded the Twilight Chasm. And it all spilled out through the portals into Feosa, leaving us with this mess. That's new. At least the other continents probably got through it without much trouble. For once, they can be less jealous of our portals. I hope everyone is okay. Everyone we could check in on is. Lucky for us, the water's damaged, water's drained enough to rescue everyone around here. Though I heard the underwater hasn't emerged yet. Happy to see you all emerge. Mostly. What does that mean? You're looking for someone? Yes. I was wondering if Melly is here. Oh no, Melly is... Oh no, Melly is missing... Another raid! Huh? Getting all the raids today. Hello, Ogre! Hi, welcome in! Just got raided like 3 minutes ago. Get raided, apparently. Hello, Ogre! And hello, Tim Shelkso. And thank you for the follow, too. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, once again, hello, my name is LuxTaleor, a wandering tale teller. I mostly play RPGs and story-based games. And today we're playing Tavern Talk, a mostly very cozy game where we serve drinks and get stories or tell stories together with our patrons. Like the three we have sitting here right now. Recently it's been a bit hectic in the game because, as might be visible, the entire area flooded and there's like 4 to 5 meters of water right now, which we still have no clue how this happened. But yeah, how was your stream, Ogre? I didn't quite wait. Let me. What did you play? You played. Oh, you played Vampire Masquerade. I hope you got enough blood to drink there. Speaking of drinking, it's a good cue for me. Yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying their time here. I have to raid and run, feeling a bit under the weather. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Of course, Olga. Thank you so much for the raid. I'll make sure everybody is well entertained, and I hope you're feeling better soon. Get some rest, my friend. Don't push yourself too hard. Especially like with the current weather, it's getting all cold and so on. A lot of people are getting sick or feeling under the weather, so treat yourself to something warm, get cozy, and relax a little bit. Okay? Okay. Anybody else who wants to raid right now? Let's wait another like few seconds. Just kidding. I don't think I've had like 2 raids so close next to each other. Not that I'm complaining. Well, I hope everybody's enjoying their time here. So, she wasn't home when I checked on her. No, she didn't stop by yesterday. Nor today. Did you see her before that? Did she say where she'd be going? I'm afraid she hasn't been here since you returned from Sofford. The wizard punk hasn't seen her either. Took a second to ask him when he almost broke down Kumu's door looking for Grace. Okay, Hex also... Okay. Do we know if she can swim? I'm sure she can, and I'm sure she's just taking shelter elsewhere. You taught her how to hit well after all. Maybe she's just putting that to good use. When I returned yesterday, I found Rufus eating out of a strange apparatus that dispensed food and water every couple hours. Like someone really smart set that up for him in their absence? Yes. He was gorging himself on some food, but Melly was nowhere to be found. Oh, that's worrying. Okay, it's really worrying. Oh god, we need to find Melly. Did she leave a note? No. Honest, I mean, it's probably the... I'd be worried. Honestly, I am worried about her. Maybe ask Jade for help. She's very good at finding things. I shall. Investigate the avenue right now. Babel, would you be okay with moving our time? Time? Got an appointment or something? More like a date. Can't wait for that story. I'll tell you later. But, yes, yes, we should move it. This isn't the kind of dancing in the rain I was hoping for. Me neither. Another time then. Yes. Oh, it's of course really unfortunate that they have to move their date now. But, you know, with like never before seen flood outside and people still missing, I understand there's not really time for a good time for a date right now. Me too. I hope she didn't try to investigate the fish. They'd eat her alive. Sounds a little more hopeful. The girl is savvy. I mean, look at the contraption she left behind. Ain't no fish got a chance against her. Being hopeful isn't really my thing. Then make it your thing. I'll let you know when I find her. Such a man of few words. A man of active. He's just worried. Speaking of worries and words, Gerlin, it's good to finally see you back. How was the escorting? I hope you didn't get too wet. It happened. How did it happen? Well, actually, this can wait a bit, right? Sure. Thanks for understanding. I'll be back, once I can think more clearly. I'll check up on Uncle Dragon. Make sure that the old fart is still up and running. Table, I'm guessing you'd like to check in on your family too? Yes, actually, I would love to make sure everyone is alright. Okay, we have another ad break coming up any second now. Just a little heads up. So we're gonna make a little break here, at least from the game itself. Al and little plushy Lux down here will still be around for you all, of course. Sounds like a good opportunity to stretch a little bit. Actually, I just realized I forgot this in the last break. I didn't refill my drinks, so I'll be gone for like a minute. So I'll be right back with you. Just gonna refill my my water. Right back. Okay, back we are. Back in the mess. Maybe go about for like another day or so. Not sure yet. I'm getting a bit sleepy too now. I never understand how people can make those long streams. I mean, especially like with a game like this where I have to read a whole bunch. I think it's more normal to get tired fast. At least that's my excuse. I mean, I did do like a couple streams that were like 8-ish hours. And I have quite a few that are like 5+ hours, so... It really depends a lot on the game after all. Or whatever I'm doing on stream. It's just so... here's just so much reading. It's the same with Sunday, where we had like the story reading again. I couldn't really stream longer than 2-ish hours, because it gets just too exhausting after a while. I don't have that much breath. See. Right now I'm just getting kind of sleepy. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up this day. The question is how long it will be. It could be another like half an hour, if or it could be like end in like 50 minutes and 10. We don't really know. When we started off the stream with a rather short day, which was more of a cameo actually, which is kind of funny. And I constantly get hiccups today. I don't know what's up with that. So 30 seconds until the air's over. At least it's some very nice music here. So, the ad break is over. Welcome back, everybody, from ad hell. The unfortunate side effect of being on Twitch. Or I don't even know how it is with ads on YouTube. But I assume as they're probably like with YouTube Premium, you probably don't get them. But same here with like Twitch Turbo, which is included in Amazon Prime. So much stuff, whatever. Yeah. Maybe Melis with the Amaranthian Hydra. She really wanted to ask for a tier recommendation. I'm counting on returning with a good story. Don't get too excited. I'll see if I can drag Rhea and the and Fancy Pants along as well. I think they could use a drink. Speaking of which, Got one for the road. Sure thing. Something strong? Get you through all this socializing? Got it. So, pick your favorite. Oop. And build this up. Southern Brawl, and if we add a little bit of agility, it becomes the Sailor's Courage. Ding dong! What's up? Here, the strongest thing I could brew up for you. Thanks. I miss the strings. A little. Oh, that's sweet. I'll dwell on it. Anyway, Fable, let's go. I'll be right there. I'm sure everybody will be okay, Innkeeper. So don't you worry about it. And make sure to keep a hot chocolate warm for Melly. I'm sure she'd love one of those. Oh, I would love a hot chocolate now. Do my best. No, you will. Not swim out too far. We'll see. I think I'm gonna make myself a hot chocolate after stream. Thank you, Fable. It's your fault. What's so dangerous these days? Just what are you up to? Try to make sure I have enough ingredients for a hot chocolate around, I guess. Oh! Or not. Good to see you opening, Keep. And a good evening to you, Una. Spare me the babbling. I'm glad, though I'm glad seeing you unharmed. I am, thanks to some protective spells I put on the inn a while back. Works better than any insurance. What about you? Are you unharmed? As good as new. Might be missing an arm, but doesn't mean I forgot how to swim. These are them walking, actually. The breathing in the water instead of air was unexpectedly nice. The girls aren't just for decoration purposes. But a little bit like home, you know? But the water tasted different than that of the Astral Sea. More primordial, I might even say. Yeah, I figured. But I don't seem to be worried about it. Nah, whatever happens, it's none of my business now. I'm retired. And water also doesn't bother me. Shouldn't bother you too much either, am I right? Since you're so close to... I know you wouldn't forget. I might be old, not senile. Me neither. So, you wouldn't call the Primordial Sea your home then? I've inhabited a few planes already. My past doesn't define the word home for me anymore. But you're right, primordial water doesn't do any harm to me. Even if I wanted to drown in it, I wouldn't be able to. What even is our innkeeper? But honestly, I was more worried about my other patrons than the inn itself. I hope everybody is safe and well. Wouldn't worry too much about all your regulars. Adventurers are tough folk, and your drinks toughen them up even further. I have faith that you're right. But your tavern? Well, let's just say it definitely has seen better days. Nah, that's kind of another statement. It looks like dog crap. Ouch. I've been working the whole day to clean up as much as I can. My condolences. Say, have you ever talked to the Wizard of Moyla? No, sadly I haven't had the pleasure. Oh, you should if you get the chance. He's always loved all kinds of spells and enchantments. More of the kind involving trickery, like puzzles and traps. But I'm sure he also knows the protective spells or two. I mean, he's been protecting his wizard tower for quite some time now. I keep that in mind if I ever get to meet him. But I suppose you're not just here for talk. How about a drink? Ah, Definitely have a way with your customer service. How about a drink that wakes up my muscles up? So I can help you tidy up the tavern afterwards. I can't quite remember having you asked for help. Ah, what's that? My old ears suddenly can't understand what you're saying. How unfortunate. Maybe a strong drink would help. Coming right up. Okay, something strong. This time we will make the Southern Brawl. Defense. Nope. And charisma. Southern Brawl. Bottom up. You go. A drink powerful like the Astral Sea. Wonderful. Consumed enough primordial water to last me weeks. And? It doesn't exactly taste like home. But a hint of elemental magic revives the old memories. Gotta say, definitely know your craft. Thank you. Could I maybe convince you to just relax and let me do my work? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Forget it. Let's clean this messy tavern. If you insist. Before I forget. All the water swept some animal remains into my pockets. Don't really know where they came from. And I don't feel any kind of astral energy coming from them. So I assume they're either Gaian or primordial. Before I stab myself with them while cleaning, I want to check if you have any use for them. Stab? Yeah, surprisingly sharp. I'm curious, let's see. Heh, so easy. Saber fangs. Fusion unlock. God. Okay, apparently now I can fuse my drinks with teeth. Delish. Thank you, Una. They might not be primordial, but I think I know just what to do with them. Gonna spice up some drinks? Maybe. Can't wait to try them. And now, let's spice up the old rusty tavern. Distract and run. Achievement, okay. Welcome back to my tavern, brave adventurers. Good to see you are all unharmed and doing well. At least we didn't drown. By the way, who's the granny on your Porsche? Looks like she's collecting driftwood. Don't mind her. She's an old friend of mine with some weird habits. She wanted to help tidy up my tavern after the flood. That's kind of nice, actually. I suppose so. Couldn't convince her to let me do it all alone. Did the flood hit you as well? You bet. Had to hold on Rhea for a quick second. Or else she would have swept away like a twig. Har you wäscht. We had just passed Themis when it happened. Luckily, there were two carriages nearby, wedged between sturdy trees and large boulders. We managed to pull ourselves out of the raging waters and into those carriages. Thank the dragons. It could have gone south real quick. And your tavern looks a wee bit wet as well. It is. I've been working non-stop to clean it up. That's not good. Working non-stop comes with being self-employed, I guess. No, I meant a flood. I've heard of a flood that massive. Spread all the way from Tavis to Zenith. You're right. We certainly aren't that close to the sea. Them is maybe, but not year in. It's all still very recent. We have to wait until we know the true extent of it. But what about your mission? Did you complete it before the flood started? Come to think of it, Archie, you've been awfully quiet today. Very unlikely of the noble hero I know. Give him a break, would you? He had some pretty rough nights. Oh, did something go wrong? The drink you prepared for us with those golden feathers. Remember. I mean, it did what it was supposed to. It wasn't enough. I don't know if another potion could have changed our fate, though. What happened? Oh no. Yes, I'm telling the story then. Let's begin. We actually would have been well prepared if this had been a normal escorting mission, that is. It all started just like a regular quest. We met our client in his temporary abode, which looked like it was worth more money than Care and I will ever make in our life. Combined. Correct. Anyways, our client's name was Theodore. Theodore Hugo Frederick Sinclair III, to be exact. He told us politely not to call him by his full name, so we agreed on Theodore. He's the noble son of some wealthy diplomat, hence the long name. Figured. And you had to get him to Dyria because of some financial conflicts between them and the mainland? Correct. At first everything went surprisingly well. Since the magical bridge got destroyed, we had to get to Dyria by ship. Dyria. Dyria. Jeez. Because of the dispute, no ships to the mainland are allowed to dock on Amasa. We had to take the long way. From the port of Windmore, in the messy meadows, to Brynborg, to the Amas by foot. All with a young nobleman that rarely strays from home. The kid had some quirks, mannerisms neither of us were familiar with. But luckily Archie here was able to help us out. I tend to be a little wary around rich people, but we actually got along quite well. Especially little Archie here was hanging on his every word. We didn't take the main road to avoid too much unwanted attention. Moving quickly through the Dyrian tundra, we only encountered a few obstacles, like tree trunks. Rhea and I kept the path clear while Archie entertained our client. It was quite useful after all, even though it was his first quest. He definitely knew how to tell stories and keep us entertained. Theodore loved every tale Archie told. Yeah, seemed like your natural born storyteller. I mean, I would get along quite well with Archie then. You have a surprising amount of knowledge about plants and stuff in that orange head of yours. I'm glad I could be of help. Theodore went outside and I assisted him with my knowledge of plants that sting and those with poison. It was a very helpful skill. Everything went as planned until the sun started setting. I think my ears picked it up first. There were like a bunch of low humming sounds, far away, but definitely unusual. Didn't hear anything, but I'd always trust the fluffy ears of a Wookakin over my own. I asked the two boys if those types of sounds were common around the area, but they both denied it. That's when I started getting the weird feeling in my guts. Every experienced adventurer develops it sooner or later. It's like a sixth sense to keep you out of trouble. know what you're talking about. Looming feeling deep within your stomach. I knew something was wrong. And that if we didn't get out of there, the situation would only get worse. At first, just told Rhea. Didn't want to alarm the other boys. Our client should never be afraid. It's just a bad customer service. Agreed. So, we quietly tried to figure out what to do. By then, we could also faintly hear the deep sounds. If I could hear them, Archie and Theodore could as well. And they also heard us talking. That's unfortunate. We agreed on positioning the two boys between us. Even Archie proclaimed he could fight as well. A simple but effective lineup. Me in the back and the line, Kat at the front, where she got the best ears. Theodore was still calm. He said something along the lines of, "Of course, they're trying to start an assault. That's why I hired you, remember?" He's not wrong. I just would have expected more. You know, the regular kind of assassin. Whatever that might be. If you'd let me continue to get to it. Sorry, my bad. Make things worse. Got real dark real quick. And we could hear that guttural grunting all around us. She said, "Bogging crap. Where are they? Where are they coming from?" But, well. At first I could only see one, then two. And suddenly they were everywhere. Zombies! We are surrounded by zombies! Had to think fast. They're trying. There weren't any gaps in the information, so I knew we had to fight. Thanks to those enchanted feathers of your drink, I was able to quickly overpower two zombies by smashing their heads together. You're strong. I like strong women. I pushed both boys forward, so they'd get moving. I knew if we wanted to get out of there in one piece, we needed to stay together. Kara was blocking the attacks left and right, slicing through rotten flesh and brittling bones with her greatsword. She was a sight to behold. My sword lended me its power to fight us through. I would have needed more time to figure out the plan. There were just too many of them. I knew we had to get back to the main road. The terrain so deep in the forest was very uneven and made running away from the horde of the undead even more difficult. How did so many of them even get there? At least it was apparent why all those animals had disappeared on the road. You got eaten by the undead. And we'd be next if we didn't get the fluff out of here. So we ran. It turns out, nobleman's clothes aren't made for running. They're made for nothing except looking obnoxious. Not even that comfortable. I was more prepared than Theo, but even some of my seams ripped. I could hear Rena behind us, telling us to hurry up, lest we wanted to die. So I wrapped my hand around Theo's velvet, coated wrist, and didn't let go. There was no way I could let anyone die on my first mission. But then, right before we got on the main road, he tripped. I suppose it was bound to happen. Rhea had somehow outrun us and was already stumbling onto the main road ahead. I tried to pull up Theo up on his feet, but his pants must have gotten caught on some thorns. And he just couldn't get up. I tried to free him. I really tried, but my hands were just sweaty and shaky. I saw the zombies. I saw the rotting faces. As they got closer, I was too far ahead to realize what was going on. And I finally noticed it was too late. I knew getting to the road was our main priority. But when I got there, and the two boys were missing, I knew something must have gone wrong. Turned around, and right as I did, Archie and Theodore were on the ground. Bunch of zombies getting really close to them. I warded off the first 2, maybe 3, but just way too many. Theo screamed. His terrifying scream filled with pain and agony. I've read about that sort of scream before, but I didn't think it would sound so heartbreaking. Yes. That's when Rhea and Callian suddenly appeared next to us again. I pushed the zombies back and helped Theo get up. Well, as much as he could with what was left of his left leg. I knew we had to come up with a plan. There were too many zombies for us to fight. Running away would have been difficult since Theodore was hurt. But a drink was driving me forward. Kind of a drinkable luck charm. I'd already tricked the Chimera into giving me its saliva. So it should have been able to handle a few undead. The herd climbed with ease. You tricked the Chimera? Sure did. You truly are full of wonders. Since fighting also wasn't a possibility this time, I thought maybe I could outsmart the undead. Theo was hurt, and he also wasn't looking too good. The undead seemed to be drawn to the smell of his fresh blood. And thanks to your drink, I was still quite hasty. I knew I could outrun those dead fudges. So on a whim, I turned back to the other 3. Rhea was trying to fight back dozens of monsters, while Archie supported Theodore. I grabbed the piece of blooded cloth that had been ripped off Theodore's leg. I don't know if they listened, or if it was just the smell that drew them in, but I yelled, "I'm here! Come get y'all a fresh piece of meat!" But she's gone crazy, I tell ya. But it was a smart move. I definitely had their attention. Archie was out of it, and I told Rhea to just follow the path to Amas and treat Theodore's wounds as quickly as possible. I would catch up to them as soon as I was done there. And that's what she did. I don't argue with women that are taller and faster than me. Your quick thinking probably saved your butt. Saved our butts. Good call, both of you. I had those brain-dead monsters into the opposite direction. Turns out, I could easily outrun them. But I wanted to get rid of them once and for all. Or else I wouldn't have been safe for long. And as soon as I spotted a cliff between the trees, with nothing but a vast seas further on, I knew what to do. I knew I had to override my instincts. So it was kind of dangerous. But I yelled one more time. "Come and get me if you can." And then I threw a piece of cloth off the cliff. My instinct kicked in, wanting to play fetch. Luckily, my will was stronger than the monsters. One after another, they tried to catch the blood-drenched fabric and jumped, falling to their, well, hopefully, final deaths. Can't believe that actually worked. Me neither. But otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here. I'm glad. Seems like the undead are kind of like pack animals. At least for the most part. A few of them didn't take the bait, but nothing my Greatser couldn't fix. I followed Rhea and the boys' tracks until we met up again. We could already see the lights of Asama in the distance. But we hadn't been fast enough. With every step, Theo's hand grasping my shoulders was getting weaker and weaker. Didn't even dare to look at his face while I talked to him to keep him awake. Even when his answers started getting sparse and quiet. But you made it, right? Not every adventure has a happy end. Right? No. He didn't make it. Maybe it isn't true. I wish it wasn't. But I'd never lie. Someone's death. Especially not his. So sorry, Archie. I didn't know the mission would be so dangerous. It's not your fault, Innkeep. None of our faults either. I should have prepared a different drink for you. It's alright. We did our best. Things don't always go as planned. This life isn't as magically perfect in numerous tales I've read would suggest. Bad things can happen to anyone, even to those with the purest of hearts. Some may deserve it, most don't. Just wish would have been me, wouldn't have been him. It's such a selfish thought, but can't get it out of my head. It's fine. It's just not fair. Why him? Apologize. Didn't mean to raise my voice like that. It's alright, kid. We know the pain you feel. You know, some deaths are inevitable. Illness, old age, whatever it may be. Those are easier to stomach, even if they hurt. That's true. And then there are the deaths that are completely unexpected. Those don't feel fair to us. They make us think, only I did this, if only I said that, and so forth. You mustn't dwell on those feelings. It's okay to mourn. You can't change the past. The only thing you can change is the future. Live the life your friend would have wanted for you. Make him proud. I suppose you're right. What did you do then? Did you still go to Amasa? We did, yes. He must have died just before we arrived. Someone from the Night Watch recognized him. We were immediately surrounded by healers. It was already too late. We may bring bodies back from the dead, but not souls. After we explained the situation and how I got rid of the zombies, they offered us to stay the night. We needed some rest before making our way back to the next morning. I also sent a letter to Theo's family. I wanted to... After all, I've known him since I was a child, and I was with him in his last moments. If someone was going to deliver the bad news, it needed to be me. I'm not sure I'm not sure if I could have acted so calm and collected. I really wasn't. Also, I don't know if this is perhaps too macabre, but would you hold on to something for me? Of course, what is it? It's... well, I used to write the letter of Theo's parents. I must have lost my supplies somewhere on the way to Diria, so I had to buy a new quill. First I thought it was a nice memento, but one is still too fresh. I'll hold on to it, as long as you need me to. Thank you, Innkeeper. just what's going to happen with the dispute between Diria and the mainland now. Now that the ambassador has died on Dirian soil, it's just such a big mess. Didn't even fix anything. Just made things worse. Anyway, I'm just terribly tired. Please excuse me. Good night, everyone. Wanna sleep here tonight? Understand if you want to be alone tonight. I think sounds like a good idea. I really could use some time alone with my thoughts. I appreciate the offer, Kellen. Yeah, in times like this, company can distract you, but you need to face those thoughts eventually. And as soon as you face them, then you can start working through them. Thank you for your kindness. Good night, everyone. I hope you will be alright. Let the kid grieve. I guess if either of you would like a drink, it would be a little I guess asking either of you if you want a drink would be a little insensitive at this point. Don't. Got it. Instead, Care, let's talk about the your extraordinary fighting skills. Gotta say, really impressed with how you decimated those zombies. A moment. So. Takes a good beast slayer to know one. Nah, I'm more of a general fighting type, you know. But I can always appreciate two strong hands. And such a well-crafted greatsword on top of that. Happy to see you appreciate solid craftsmanship. It was a gift from my baba. She told me the great dragons themselves gifted it to her. But I don't know if that's true. Have you ever heard of the Great Axe of Ur? The most powerful weapon ever forged. Forged by the origin of the world themselves, the Abath. You think it really exists? I mean, my baba loved to tell the stories. But if a sword was made by the dragons, maybe Ur's Great Axe is also more than just a myth. Dwarves have their origin in the subterranean caves, you know, the plain of Ur. I grew up in a labyrinth of caves, surrounded by gems and ores, legends and tales. I mean, I haven't seen it with my own two eyes yet, but I'm convinced the legendary weapon exists. I bet it's so large, I probably wouldn't even recognize it as an axe. I heard Ur keeps it in the resting place at all times. Yeah. So far, no one has found it yet. And hopefully no one ever has to. What do you mean? You know the tale. Someone was to wake Ur up. The apocalypse would begin. But it's just an old tale, right? Something you tell kids that don't want to eat their food. You know, eat up or Ur will wake. Questionable parent techniques, if you ask me. Well, that's why I don't have any kids. Yeah, I got to hear that a few times when I was still a wee baron. All those tales ever did was make me want to craft a legendary weapon myself. Have you ever made something like this? Not yet, but I will soon. I'll make the greatest weapon ever forged and smash this year's ore and heart blacksmithing competition to bits. And I'll craft my ex-husband with ease, that unpleasant person. Ex-husband? Yeah. We used to work together. Now he claims I wouldn't stand a chance without him. Prove him wrong. Anyways, innkeeper, Care. It's getting quite late, and it's been an exhausting week. Absolutely agree. Let's get some rest. And then look for another quest. And then look for another quest elsewhere to afford me crafting materials. Good night, you two. Good night, Kellen. Night, Innkeeper. Well, this was a sad ending to this tale. Oh my. But yeah, not every tale necessarily goes to plan. Oh, the water is gone. Okay, but I think this is a good time to end it for today. Tapped open and was gonna say hi, and then it was like, oh. Yes. Fun fact, almost all monster tales was told to keep children from dying or being hurt. Yeah, there are very many tales that do that, and thank you so much for for the follow, Dovis Dongle. The Germans were very famous for this, of course, with like books like the Struwwelpeter or the original Grimm's fables, the Grimm's tales. There are a lot stories that basically lead up or can be used as such to do that. One of them from where I live is about the witch Perchta, actually. She lives in the Alpine Mountains, and I mean there are different variations of it. But Perchta basically is like, if you're a good kid, she gonna give you a little present of food, like some parcel. Wanted to follow you for a while, but you don't. First of all, I mean, thank you, but wouldn't need to worry about this. So thank you. I do appreciate the consideration, though. Do really. But yeah, the witch Perchta, you know, if you well behaved, listen to your parents, eat your food, she gives you a little present. But if you're a bad kid and you lie, you for some reason don't spin enough yarn, which is very, very old wives' tale basically, then she will come to you at one specific night of the year, so at the beginning of December. She will visit all the naughty children, and then a little trigger warning, by the way, it gets a bit gory. So what she will do is, to the naughty kid, she will go up to them, cut open their bellies, remove their intestines, and fill the belly with straw and pebbles and sews it back together, and then disappears with the intestines. God knows what she does with it. So yeah, she's very closely linked to the Krampus. So Perchta has actually a little demons with her called the Perchten, which look very similar to the Krampus. This is something more in the Alpine region, especially Austria, very common, and southern Germany. Where we hear about the Perchten. To this day, we still have the Perchten runs, so basically where people dress up like Perchten, which look like furries from hell, and run around with like cowbells, with really loud cowbells and wooden rods, and just look very grim. I mean, wait, I can... Wait, give me a second. Probably... I can show you guys how they look like. So wait, give me a sec. So this is what the Perchten look like. So really, some really cool, some really grim looking, and basically, as a tradition here in Austria, that they like at the end of November, beginning of December, basically there are multiple Perchten runs. So basically they just run through the streets. People are left and right watching them, and they pretend to like whip you with it. They're not actually allowed to do whip you. They were many years ago, but you know, the regulations of course got stricter because Heck no, those demon creatures whipping like people on the sidewalk. Those costumes are also really expensive, as you probably can guess. But yeah, it's probably visible what I mean with furries from hell. That's just how they look really mean, and a lot of children are very, very afraid of them, which I do not blame them for, not a single bit. Oh yeah, those are the Perchten. A little fun fact. Yeah, but with this sudden jump scare. Oh yeah, they're definitely like they're representing demons basically. There are two different kinds of Perchten. There are the Schirchperchten and the Schönperchten, translating to the ugly Perchtens and to the pretty Perchtens. Actually, this is not a joke. And the ugly Perchtens are basically the evil ones that will whip you, that will punish you if you do something bad. And the Schönperchtens, or the beautiful Perchtens, are basically more like guarding spirits. There are a few different interpretations of it here and there, but this is like the roundabout way of it. And those Perchtens, depending on what kind of tale you want to base it off on, are either the children, the grandchildren, or like summoned creatures from the witch Perchter. So it like, there are different versions of the story, like with many old tales, and it's not really like one definitive thing. But you know, the legends still live on to this day in form of the Perchten runs. We have, like, if you're in Austria and southern Germany, and I don't know if in Switzerland too, but at least in Austria and southern Germany, you can get to those Perchten runs. They're mostly like organized by the villages and cities and towns where they're held. They're really like clubs for this. Like they meet up, plan this out, get the road cleared off, and in the evening they walk around, and they have those very loud bells, which is yeah, so it's similar. Here's one called Krampus Parade. Wait, let me. There are a lot of them. I mean, I can show you a bit, because why not? Jolly old guys who bring coal and gifts. Europe demons will whip you naughty. Yeah, I mean, even the interpretation for Krampus is different here. Because the Krampus in the US is like this evil creature bringing coal, whatever. Oh no, this does actually Santa Claus. But here the Krampus is more the assistant of St. Nicholas, who helps, like, the Krampus takes care of the naughty children, and the St. Nicholas takes, like, rewards the good children, basically. Okay, this is not what I'm... No, I want one where I can hear the bells, actually. Is this maybe here? Yeah, okay. So basically they walk around, some participants basically act up that way. They're allowed to basically hit them with the rods. And as you can hear, they have those cowbells. They're always clapping around. You can see it here very well. They're not actually like hitting the people hard, and those people who hit, they basically gave consent that they're like part of it. But in the past, they actually like hit people very hard with those. These are just more fun. It's very popular, as you can see with like the crowd here, very popular with the teens. But yeah, basically, like with the whips, this is the thing where they are basically for the evil spirits, and they often like hand out candy too, like stuff like this. And this is St. Nicholas. This is St. Nicholas. It often goes hand in hand like with Krampus and everything. St. Nicholas hands out like candy for everybody, and the Perchten or the Krampus punishes the people. It varies also a little bit from town to town. Here with the smoke too. I mean, it's really cool. It's somewhere. It's actually somewhere in Austria, in Klagenfurt. It's like capital of Carinthia. So a little additional tail info. Oh, I'm kind of levitating here. Wait. I think I messed with my source a little bit here. Yes, I did. Oops. So. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for coming by. And I don't know from the ones who sent in raids, like Desi and Mini. I know Ogre is not here anymore. For those who came through the raids, those who organized it, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your time here. And speaking of raids, now all that's left to do is finding someone to raid while having hiccups, apparently. So I see 3 suitable targets for raiding. Let me just check who we wanna raid. We raided Silver recently. I haven't raided Heidi in a while. Let's raid Heidi. She's playing Cyberpunk 2077. Interesting. Yeah. Let me just do this. The raid message for everybody, if those want to join the raid. And let's raid my dear girlfriend Heidi Heiter, as she is playing Cyberpunk. Game I haven't played myself actually, because I'm not a big fan of like a futuristic setting, but still a very cool game from what I heard. Anyway, I hope you all have a nice rest of your Tuesday, and for those who want to, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central European Time, we're gonna play or finish playing Valiant Hearts, The Great War. So if you are interested in tales of the First World War, we're gonna finish this tomorrow. At least it's the plan. I'll stop by if you have the time and want to. Until next time, bye bye.